Well, awesome. Good to meet you. And then remind me, because there's a lot of freaking PCs on here. Uh, Gimbal Shipper. That's you, Sam, right?
What?
That's
No,
absolutely not. That was you?
that's
That was
me.
me? Oh,
Obviously, I'm Dimple Shipper.
Oh,
you're
yeah,
Dimple
that's right.
Shipper.
And then you were fucking that one goofy clown.
What?
Never mind. Don't worry about it. Not talking to you right now.
I was
Okay.
Theron Xylosiant. It says it
I'm.
like
I know.
I at the very least was kind to myself and put my name in brackets so I understood who I was.
I mean, I understand who I am without needing to put my name behind my
You
name.
were
I
Fodel,
am
Sam.
total.
You're Fodel.
Oh
You
yeah,
have a character.
Andrew. Is
Mhm.
Amato aware of Fodal and who Fodal is?
What's Photo's background?
Remember, I came up with the exiled samurai thing. Yep.
But what's your background in the game?
Ugh. Find
Like,
myself.
have you been clear? Are you exiled or
No.
shamed?
I put dishonored noble.
Okay, then yeah, I am aware of who you are.
For role-playing purposes.
Yeah, yeah.
You're hanging out with an interesting, dishonorable crowd. Fun times.
I mean, we're from different clans. Like, I took more of a Chinese flavor with the Japanese name, since you took like the Japanese flavor with the Russian name. Oh.
Listen, we just gotta mix and match, you know?
Yeah, I think that's perfect. That's exactly what I want for Kep. So.
Awesome.
Jonah, I just want to remind you that I very much enjoy rolling on the wild magic table.
Oh, that's right. Because yeah. All right. Well, I will keep that in mind. Um,
Oh,
and
you sneezed? Roll on the wild magic table.
You turn into a plant.
sorry, I'm just finishing up so I can actually like give you guys tokens. Those are nice to have.
Chinese magic table. I have a tokens.
You have a token. It didn't have a name tag.
Sadly, I'm just a human.
I'm
Alrighty.
only human after all.
Oh god.
Okay.
We're gonna die now.
Uh, Dimble and Fodel. You guys have just returned back from your wonderfully successful Underdark excursion where you collected some mushrooms and got paid a shitload of coins. Uh, and to celebrate, you met up with your good friends, Kosai and frickin' the names are overlapping each other, Amano, to go out for drinks in celebration.
Oh,
Um,
so actually, Ichigai is my first name. Sorry.
Ichigai is your first name.
Yeah.
That's gonna fuck me up, man.
Yeah, I know.
Also,
It's
since
just
he's a noble,
I
is he going to want to socialize with other people in the guild?
Oh yeah, that's my whole thing. My whole thing is even though I'm noble born, I don't see as people believe below me in social status as not worth my time.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
he
More
does
like
have
good for us.
he does have three attendants that just sort of always hover around him. Two look to be some sort of like butler, maidservant type of things, and one is a squire of his.
No.
They
He
just
has
sort
a
of
posse. It's fine.
Yeah.
he's got a little posse. Um, which thank you, Andrew, for at least for assigning tokens for them, so I didn't have to go through and do that.
Yeah, man. I got your back.
Sometimes.
Um,
I even
you
put
got
them in everybody's what you call them?
Journals.
Journals.
you guys go
However, I
out
wrote no information about
for
them.
drinks and celebration, telling the stories of your reckless tale in the dark caverns, embellishing a little bit here and there, and eventually getting just a little bit tipsy. Um, but about midway through your third round of drinks, you are start hearing commotion from outside and funnel your way out of the tavern. Start hearing shouts and screams, some rather loud bleating.
Quick question: were we
Bleeding?
carousing in full armor?
I assume you always are carousing in full armor.
Understood.
You hear startled screams before eventually running up to you is a very panicked goat.
Goat?
A very panicked goat. He looks an awful lot like a sheep right now because guess what? There's no goats
This
on
town
Roll20.
seems familiar.
This is the strangest goat I've ever seen.
In its mouth, you can see a very large scroll as it's just like hopping back and forth between various people that totally litter this map here. Before it rushes up to Dimple Shipper, bleeding profusely, and sticks the scroll right into your face because you're a very short person.
This goat even sounds like a sheep.
This
Take offense to that.
this seems like a message, but we can't be sure. Let's go get drunk.
By the way, Jonah, I can't touch my character.
Gosh,
Put us in the
damn it.
map layer again.
No? Oh, it can't be controlled by anybody. That's fun. Where are you? There we go. Able to control now. What do you guys do? There's a goat that's way larger than Dimple Shipper,
Well-
aggressively thrusting a scroll into his face.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna grab the scroll and try to read it.
Okay.
I'm gonna pet the goat.
What language is it in?
The scroll has got a wax seal on the front, and you, with your arcane knowledge, immediately recognize that this is a scroll of speak with animals. And Amano, as you reach down to pet the sheep, it gives you a very sharp kick to the shins.
I thought it was a goat.
The goat.
Okay, so I point at it and I go, "You, sir, are a bastard."
It kicks you again.
Look, with this scroll, we can talk to it.
Call it a bastard.
Well, I mean, you've already done that.
I think more explicitly, you can have a conversation with it instead of talking to it.
Tell it in its own language.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess I'll talk to the goat.
I don't want to, someone else can. Fine.
I mean,
Frankly, I refuse to.
isn't your whole thing talking to lesser people?
Well, the goat just kicked him.
I don't
Kind of
talk
rude,
to
you know.
bastards whenever avoidable.
Right. Alright, well, I'll use the scroll. I'll talk to the goat.
Okay. As you open the scroll and begin to read, you can tell that it's slightly tweaked from its original intent, immediately affecting the people standing around you as opposed to just yourself. So the rest of you do feel a bit of a magical influence take your mind as the panicked bleats of the sheep suddenly translate into an understandable language. Just hurry up and read the damn scroll, you... Come on.
You read the scroll. Calm down.
You understand me yet?
Wait, do all
Yes.
three of us
Now stop
hear him,
bleeding.
or
Yes,
four of
you
us?
you all start hearing him.
I
Yeah.
demand to know why you kicked me when I was trying to be nice and touch your ears.
I am not some little goat that you can mess with like any other animal.
I mean, you're kind of a big goat. You're right about that.
I am fifth tier Shinebright. I am the transmutation wizard.
But you have to understand, you do look exactly like a goat.
A
Yes,
petable
this
goat,
is my issue.
mind you.
I came to request your aid. I have been betrayed. I have been turned into a goat, and frankly, I don't like it.
So, how did you goat into this?
I think you mean, how was he goated into it?
I will tell you. In fact, And at this point, um, as he's about to spiel out his life story to you all, you hear more commotion, and from around the corner over this away, there's a very large half orc comes waddling around, uh, flanked by two very menacing looking wolves and a cloaked figure whose I did not assign a token to, so I should assign a token to this cloaked figure. There's a cloaked figure, guys. It's gonna look an awful lot like that lady.
Okay, hide the goat. There are much better cloaked figures to be had, by the by.
I know, but it's a very large cloaked figure. It like baffles human proportions large. Not fat large, just like very big. And that's it illustrates that very well, I think. This little posse comes up in a very menacing sort of look to the half orc in front. Slams his chest in front of you. Give me goat.
Get one down at the market down yonder.
No.
Goat
give me
finders,
that goat.
goat keepers.
Hey, we found this goat. It's our goat now.
Yeah.
That goat belongs to my master. Give me goat.
No.
Can you show a pedigree for said goat?
A pedigree chum.
You can see him like sit there for a solid second as he tries to figure out exactly what pedigree means.
Do you have some sort of paperwork showing that this goat is yours?
The goat belongs to my master Nock. He owns goat and wants it back.
Well, let's go talk to Master Knock then.
There is no time. You give me goat. There won't be trouble.
See, we don't know that you're telling the truth. Anyone could just walk by and say this goat is.
Hey, give me those two dogs. Those two dogs belong to my master.
Those dogs belong to Master Noak.
No, they belong to my master.
They belong to Master Noak.
No, they belong to my master.
The collar had Noak symbol on it.
Okay, so let's check the goat here. I'm gonna check
There's
the
a
goat
collar.
for a collar.
There is a collar with a symbol on it.
Alright.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But,
The goat at this point has run behind you a lot and is hiding behind the very large lizard man.
This goat is quite obviously afraid of you. I'm afraid you may be abusing this bastard of an animal. And even when animals are bastards, they should not be abused. Therefore, I shall duly compensate you for this goat. 20 silver.
Keep your silver. Noak want goat back.
But with this 20 silver, you could buy 5 goats.
Noak not want 5 goats.
Which
Noak
I guess
want
is
his
a
goat
problem,
back.
because then you could abuse 5 goats.
So
Never
Fodal
mind.
steps up and says, honestly, this is a bit obscene for you to be making a scene like this in the middle of this town over a goat that, frankly, you may or may not actually own. Also, there are probably some laws around animal cruelty around here. So, with
There
that
are
said,
also
why don't you
laws
just
on
take
theft.
the... That was really bad.
There are also laws against theft. And at this point, he unhinges the very large battle axe from behind it
okay,
that's hanging across his back.
Um,
Give me goat
okay.
Kosi
now.
cast Calm Emotion.
You have calm emotion?
Yep.
Go for it.
It's a spell saving throw.
What sort of save and throw am I doing?
Hey, Phil, is
So
there some reason that you didn't use the Character Mancer and choose spells when you did that?
yeah, I was trying to figure out a subclass back then, so I realized this morning that I had forgotten to do that. I thought I had already done it, but I didn't. Anyway, so
What is
oh,
your DC?
Jonah, I can't control my guy.
Fun fact: neither can I
Oh,
control
okay.
mine.
I
I was gonna
can
just like
control
step
your
forward.
guys. Just kidding, I can only control mine.
I can't even control mine. Is what I was
There you
trying
go.
to say.
Okay, so each humanoid in a 20-foot radius centered on a point you choose.
Yep. So that guy is the point.
Oh, right there.
Center it
Yeah.
here. All right, everybody make saving throws.
Listen, man, I'm about to feel calm.
Well,
did you
Y'all
say
about
wisdom?
to feel very indifferent.
Charisma.
Look at me, feeling calm.
I am not calm, guys.
so I get to choose on a creature by creature basis what I'm trying to suppress.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What?
If a creature
I don't
fails
read
in
it
saving
that way.
throw, choose one of the following two effects.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can
but those
suppress
are
any effect causing a
If
target
a
to be charmed or
creature
No,
frightened.
no, no.
fails.
Finish. Yeah, you can you can suppress charmed or frightened conditions, and then
Mhm.
after that, or
Alternatively, you can make a target indifferent about a creature of your choice that is hostile towards.
It does sound like you can choose it based on each creature.
It is a target or a creature.
It doesn't say all creatures or an effect for all failed throws.
Yeah, okay. I would agree.
All
He's
right.
gonna make him indifferent to the goat, and then he's
Yeah.
gonna be like, "Listen, I don't give a shit about this goat, but my master does."
Well, creatures of your choice, so you can make him indifferent about everybody.
What are you making him indifferent to? What are you trying to do here?
Everything basically. Yeah, he doesn't really care about his master anymore. He definitely doesn't care about the goat anymore.
Okay.
He really doesn't care about us anymore. So I'm just gonna step up and well, this is all just not very important.
Okay. He gets advantage on that. Because you're making him not feel indifferent about his master, which unfortunately doesn't work too well with him.
Well, technically, he
What?
can't make that.
How does he just get advantage?
I will explain afterwards, but don't worry about
Because
it.
he's hot.
He rolled a 3 twice. What are you doing for the wolves?
They don't care about us. Yeah.
He can't target the wolves anyway because humanoids.
These are not set up correctly.
Fun fact:
So sorry.
not caring about someone makes it much easier to murder them.
Well, they're indifferent, so like they.
There are no
But
strong emotions, is what.
yeah, I also can't target the wolves.
Jeez, they all rolled bad. So. Isn't it? Oh
It
yeah, you can't
specifies
target
humanoids.
the wolves. Okay. So the wolves sitting there and they're still growling. The cloaked figure in the back, he's still just cloaked figure in the back. But you can immediately see the orc kind of, instead of this very aggressive power stance that he's in, he kind of stands up a little straighter, holding the axe, and just sort of looks at you all with a very annoyed expression.
I want to take off the collar.
If it's all the same to you, we should be on our way.
Unfortunately, Guz doesn't think that he can do. Wait. No. I have to get sheep. Give me goat.
Oh, you need a sheep.
No.
Let's go to
A
market.
sheep or a goat that you're looking for, sir?
It's that goat.
What makes
But
you think
you
it's this
don't
goat?
really care, do you?
No. It's a goat. But I get paid to get goat. So give me goat.
Who is paying you to get the goat? Tell us about your master.
Master Nock, powerful wizard. Give me strength.
How does he give you strength?
Kind of just looks at you. It's like, uses magic.
Cool.
Well,
Cool.
anyway,
So this is a really
listen,
good
we
discussion.
we were wanting to go to the pub get a drink.
That
So
does sound nice. Guz, come with you. Guz, come with you, get drink.
perfect.
Great.
Yeah.
Are the streets
gonna-
can we take the goat into the tavern with us?
You most certainly could.
Yeah, we're doing that.
are the streets really this empty, or is that just like
That's just me being lazy.
okay?
So, we can pick any of these to be the tavern. I personally suggest this one with the tables. So we'll go there.
So we can't choose any one of them.
Tables
This
everywhere,
looks
man.
just like the poor quarter of Sigil.
Funny.
I
Funny
was
how that
saying
works.
this seems all very familiar.
I mean, it's not quite the same. It's a little different.
So Guz joins you.
What, and the random frickin' townspeople also come in like, well, we want to drink with the goat and the crazy people too.
Listen, those are my
his
homies.
retainers.
Oh yeah, those are. That's right. I'm sorry.
And as you guys are walking in, the major domo, he kind of leans in towards you, Amano. Just, sir, do remember, you do have your sister's engagement in a few hours. You have to leave soon.
Ah, yes. Ah, yes.
Your
Guz kinda
sister's
plops
engagement or your
down.
sister's wedding?
No. She has a event that he needs to attend.
Does he?
Most people don't call those engagements, but okay.
Guz kind of plops down on his chair.
So, tell me how you got into the goat wrangling business and why you have to get this goat. And I pour him an ale.
Takes the ale and starts chugging away. This goat belonged to my master, Nock. Nock tell me go get goat. I go get goat. It's very simple. Master tell me goat might come unwillingly, so I bring friends.
Got you. Yeah, pretty normal. Everybody's always trying to get goats.
Is he trying
Well,
to get your goat?
sure.
At this point, the goat kind of like nudges up, probably hiding in this corner, to be totally honest.
Are we still able to talk with the goat?
You may certainly try. It hasn't really said much. It's just been eyeing
Dork.
Guz, quite terrified.
Well, what about you, goat? What do you think of this nice gentleman here?
This nice gentleman is a terrible person. Should not be allowed to live. You need to kill him now and take me to somewhere safe. Eh.
Wow, this is quite a murderous goat.
His master Noak was my apprentice, and he betrayed me. His master is a piece of scum. Deserves it. Deserves everything. Meh.
So, Guz, in general, I have to say, I have some reservations about the idea of giving you the goat. Largely, giving you the goat. Largely because the goat informs me that he was betrayed and is actually a humanoid.
Does not know what that word mean.
Oh, like
He's
a person.
Goat is goat. Obviously.
No.
Do your eye
Your master is
sockets
a
deceive
wizard,
you?
right? Wizards can turn people into animals.
Hmm. Yes. No can do that.
And the goat, which again is a person, according to Goat's own account. And I have to say, I've never yet met a goat that wasn't a person that could talk to me. He also brought us
I've
a scroll.
never met goat who can talk.
Well, yeah, see? That's what I mean.
This goat can't talk. This goat is goat.
Okay.
No.
Agree to disagree.
How about this? How about this? I'll prove to you that the goat is intelligent unless it's too arrogant. Alright.
As a note, Kosai, your spell is wearing off.
Yeah, I know.
He's also still standing out in the street, so.
Yeah, apparently he's a recovering alcoholic or something.
Right, well, here. Tell you what. Obviously, you're a bit stressed out about the situation, guys. Why don't you go to the washroom, and we'll ask around about a hole, and then we'll continue our conversation after that.
About a what? I didn't actually understand what you said, so that is a
Oh,
genuine reaction.
I was trying to tell him I'd get him a whore
Oh.
if he goes to the washroom and washes up.
He is very considering it as he kind of stands up.
You look like you really need it.
It has been a long day for Guz, chasing goat. This isn't a bad idea. And as he takes a few steps towards the washroom, he stops suddenly. And as he turns back around, you can see the intelligence, what little there is, has come back to him, and his emotions are no longer very calm. You trick Guz. You make him confused. Give me goat now.
Tell you what,
Slams his axe back on the ground.
I'll fight you for it.
Done. He charges in. Please roll initiative.
Didn't really seem like we were getting anywhere, so.
Fuck me.
Guz is
Oh
a
my
very,
God.
very simple person.
Sometimes you just have to take the hint.
There's not a lot of room for negotiation with poor old low intelligence Guz.
I just want to say Kosi totally ruined my great plan.
Okay, so before we actually start combat, Phil, have you actually been standing outside in the street this entire time, or did you want your character in the tavern?
He has at this point.
Yeah, I was grabbing spells. Still.
Just been chilling with the wolves. Alrighty. Everyone's got their
Apparently, Fodel and the hooded
Fine
figure were
initiative.
totally unprepared for this.
Dude, I don't even.
yeah, goodness.
Meanwhile, the wolves are all like, I can tell what's happening outside.
Sam, roll a d4 real quick.
Right. See who goes first.
Basically.
Between me and the.
Hey, you go first.
Yay.
We'll give you a point too, just this once. Alrighty.
Huzzah.
Right off the bat, the wolves are gonna go. Except they're not doing anything because they weren't told to do anything. So
The wolves sniff the air.
they sort of are just they're watching. Kind of crowd around the doorway, poke their heads in, kind of watch. That's their turn. Dimple Shipper. Dimple Shipper. There we go.
Okay, I'm going to hit this dude.
Attacking out of honorable combat. How could Dimple?
So
when
he
you
has
hit
to
it?
do a DC 13 strength saving throw.
Interesting choice. Wow.
Just been rolling like shit all day. So he fails it. So he gets pulled towards you. He's within 5 feet, takes a d8 lightning damage. Zap.
Zap.
There's a crack of lightning as it arcs across his leather armor.
I have a question
Takes some
out of
damage.
character.
What's up?
Let's suppose Nikki was sitting here in that square, right? And he targeted that figure with the lure to pull him here. Do they collide and take damage, and then they do the things? Like, can he, like, knock them into each other and make them prone?
Because he'd only be moving like 5 feet. I probably wouldn't rule any damage or something there. If it was a full 10 feet, maybe.
Well, it does say pulled up to 10 feet.
Right, but it's we've always used anytime somebody gets forcibly moved, we use the falling rules, so it's a d6 per 10 feet.
Right, I'm
When they collide
saying
with
he
something.
gets pulled up to 10 feet. Read the spell card again.
Yeah, he's not 10 feet away from Nikki, or like he gets pulled 10 feet, he gets moved 5.
Okay,
Yeah.
so never
Alright, we
mind.
can handle this
We'll
when it
talk about
comes
it
up.
later.
Anything else you're doing, Nikki?
No.
Alrighty, Amano, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, is it apparent to me that the robed figure has also become hostile?
As soon as Dimple fired a spell, yes, the robed figure became very hostile.
So then I'm going to channel divinity to make some stuff pop up, grab him. Now it says it must succeed on a strength or dex saving throw.
Mhm.
But is that based on my spell save DC?
It's still your spell save DC.
Oh.
I would believe.
I have a shitty spell save DC.
That's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
Really unfortunate.
So maybe I should just attack the guy instead.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I'll just attack the guy instead.
Which guy? This guy?
Guz.
Guz? Attacking Guz? Well, with a 25, that hits.
I'm just using one-handed short sword. I got my shield out.
Alrighty.
Ouch.
Good solid connection.
I'm gonna
right there.
tell Dimble, stay close, Dimble. Just like that.
Alrighty. Guz's turn. He is not super happy. And he's going to pull back his giant greatsword and do a whirling attack at all y'all. Reckless to gain advantage.
Did it also hit that?
Again?
Okay, never mind. I was asking if he's like just swinging wildly and hitting everyone.
No. He does this thing. Actual attack thing. He can target 2 separate creatures within 5 feet.
Okay, who's he targeting?
Which would be a 13 for Amano and an 8 for Dimple. Those were with advantage.
Oh, cool. I don't even need to use my fighting style.
It's not Dimple, by the way. It's
I have
Dimple.
not rolled above a 10 yet.
Dimble.
This is
There's a B
terrible.
there.
I'm sorry. Dimble. Yeah, so that's his move. It failed. And Kosai, it is your turn.
Right. So, hearing a
I
commotion
just
from
realized I
inside.
rolled a 1 on my damage on that. Fun.
That's why I was laughing.
I'm gonna try and get to a place where I can see things.
Okay. You can kind of see over the wolves, who suddenly got very hostile and growling. Oh, I should roll initiative for the retainers. I forgot to do that.
Oh, I mean, they're non-combat.
Retainers are non-combatants.
Yeah.
Okay, they'll go at the end of the initiative order then.
I can see this guy from
They're
here
not going
where
to
I am,
combat,
right?
but they're going to run. You can see him, yeah.
I'm just gonna toll the dead on him.
Heal for it. What kind of save is that again?
I don't remember.
Wisdom, I
Give me a
think.
second.
Wisdom sounds right. Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
That
For whom?
DC.
Oops, he does not have advantage still.
Yeah, probably
Oh.
higher than 1.
That is
Yeah.
a 1. It takes a D12 necrotic damage. Go for it. Seriously, I have rolled like shit.
Hey.
Wow.
Yeah, what the fuck, guys? Alrighty. Very successful attacks. Fodell, it is your turn.
Yeah, is indeed. Got this for a hot minute. Okay, so I can get advantage attacking him. I don't get advantage attacking him.
Correct.
I'm gonna attack our dear orc friend with my. Doesn't matter anyway.
The 19 will hit. Beautiful 9 points of damage. Very nice.
And I'm gonna use action surge, and I'm gonna do it again.
Go for it. That one will also hit for a beautiful 8 points of damage. Fodell dealing out the damage. Alrighty. Mysterious cloaked figure's turn. Mysterious cloaked figure. Sorry, hold on a second. That was the wrong thing. Mysterious cloaked figure throws off the cloak, obviously. And lo and
It's a
behold,
child.
is not a person. Cloaked figure is very much a giant bear.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
A little shrunk, a little standing.
How did
on
we
its
not
hind
notice
legs.
that?
It's a bit malformed
I
for
feel
a
like
large
some
bear.
passive perception should have caught this.
It's a little
Whoa.
malformed for a bear. You can see that like its legs are partially
Yeah, but I mean, it has a
bent
snout,
and
right?
shaped. It was heavily cloaked and very disguised. Y'all didn't say you were looking at him too closely, all right? Is a fucking big old brown bear. And he's very upset. So he's gonna turn to Fodell and beat the shit out of you.
There's
Alright.
not.
All right, I'm gonna try to roll higher than a 5 here. So there's a bite. There's some claws. Is the bite hit?
No.
Okay.
Fodell's too far away from me for me to protect him.
But do the claws hit?
The claws won't hit.
I know it's a joke.
I know enough of this. Damn it.
Jonah knows, he just doesn't know.
And with that, gosh dang it, the bear disappeared from the initiative order. Put him back in there. And it's the wolves' turn. The wolves very upset with everything that's going on. But
Hold on. Weren't you gonna have the retainers run away?
oh yeah, the chainers, yeah, they all moved
go hide in the corner
to,
or run
to the other
upstairs or
side of the
something.
corner. Poor old Tara here just sort of screaming from behind the bear. She's very
Let's say don't
disturbed.
have the wolves maul his retainers. Like, it's rude.
And the bear's really not
Rude.
interested in them. But the wolves, however, are going to turn over towards Kosai here.
But the problem is they were woefully unprepared.
Oh god. We're having
Yeah,
a bear of a time, guys.
they're going to attack. The hell? That was not intended. They are going to attack Mr. Kosai. With a 22 to hit and a 19 to hit. The wolves can hit things sometimes.
I'm going to use Warding Light to impose disadvantage on the first strike.
So it was a 15.
Yep, which misses.
Fun times. So there will be one wolf attack then. That's going to be a 9 points of piercing damage from one of these wolves.
And a strength saving throw.
And a strength saving throw. Yes.
Oof.
You
Oh.
fall prone. Oops, that's on the wolf. That's not.
Yeah. Sucks to be a creature sometimes, huh?
Yeah. Gosh dang it. Thimble Shipper.
Alright, I'm gonna go here.
Your turn.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna hit this wolf with the lightning lure. So that's a DC 13 strength save.
Okie dokie.
You tell someone to stay close.
They go the exact opposite way. Ah, dang it. Also not with advantage. He's gonna come flying towards Guz here.
Takes 2 damage.
Takes
And
2
then I
damage.
move back here.
And then roll me a d6. I will say the wolf takes a d6 damage as it slams into Guz. Takes a point of damage. All right, Amano, your turn.
Okay. I'm just gonna hit the guy again and stay close to Gollum.
You do have advantage on this.
Oh, right.
Yeah, hits.
Hey, that's slightly better. That's
Hey.
Odachi damage right there.
Yeah.
Fodel's, or it's not Fodel. Gosh dang it. Guz is looking pretty bad. He's not quite at the full on bloodied stage yet, but he's getting there. It's pretty rough on poor old Guz. Anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Alrighty.
Just remain close to protect Dimble.
Guz is gonna
And the
kind of
goat.
move away from his ally here. And he is gonna aggressively swing at both Dimple and Amano here. So first one,
Hey.
Dimple.
I'm
Dimple.
going to
He thinks you're Dimple.
confer disadvantage to his attack against Dimble.
Okay.
My fighting style protection.
He is going to reckless attack to nullify that.
Yeah.
Also, I don't
A
think
regular
he thinks
one
I'm
on
Dimple,
Dimple?
since I haven't ever introduced myself.
20 on Dimple.
On
Well,
Dimple.
I did what I could, man.
And then one towards you, Amano, at advantage. An 18.
It just hits.
All right, Dimple, you take 6 points of slashing damage and 8 points to Amano. As he swings his giant great sword and catches both of you in one swing. Kosai, it is your turn.
Right. So, as far as I can tell, you can use Channel Divinity once.
At your level? I think so.
Okay.
I think at level 6 you get a second use, maybe.
That's strange. I have Channel Divinity 3 times.
Yeah, but you're Paladin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, our Channel Divinities work a little different.
What are you?
Cleric.
Oh.
I'm gonna stand up
Okay.
and
Have
I'm
your
gonna
movement.
hiss at this dog in front of me. And then I think I'm going to go into a frenzied see.
Hey, what?
Sex rage. A frenzied sex rage.
Oh, really? In the middle of the street with a dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Lizards
do
be
a
weird, man.
let's see what happens. I'm gonna bite him.
Does the lizard man have to make an attack to be able to bite him?
Yeah, it's
Pretty how
an
that works.
unarmed strike.
No. I thought, is there a prerequisite to the bite attack?
No, I can
Okay.
just bite.
Go for it then.
And I'm gonna it's a feeding frenzy attack. I don't have it set up right now, so it's just a d20 plus 2. So 15.
That'll hit.
Okay. So he takes 2 damage, and I get 2 temporary hit points as I eat this thing.
You guys hear a very uncomfortable sound as Kosai begins to hiss, and there's suddenly a yelp and a squelching sound from outside.
Maybe I should have
Fodel.
left him to the pack.
But you get a very clear view of Kosai eating a wolf live.
Well, that's awkward.
Frickin' lizard folk. Speaking of which, Fodel, it's your turn.
Great. So we have a giant bear that is apparently a master of disguise.
Yes.
It is unarmed or
He was actually
undamaged, I
wearing a
should
hat
say.
of disguise.
Swear to God.
Like a
We have a
hood.
wolf thing. What does the wolf look like?
Looks like a wolf.
Haggard,
Like,
This particular
relatively
wolf,
undamaged.
it's so it's a little
May
bit
have
of a
sneezed
catch-22
yesterday.
there. It doesn't look very unhealthy or undamaged, but you could probably one-shot it. So it's like, wolves don't have a whole lot of hit points.
And then there's somebody over here that's not quite bloodied.
Yeah, he's getting very, very heavy breathing there. He's definitely past the point of fagged, but
Oh, well, we're just going to try and murder him.
All right, go for it.
Oh,
Why would we do anything else? I clicked it, so apparently now you're going to have to start waiting.
You do have advantage on this as as he used reckless last turn.
Waiting patiently for my roll to come up. And I know what it is. Oh my fucking god.
That does not hit.
It does not. Okay, I'm done. Because I don't get to do
Alrighty.
extra things.
Catches your sword with the backswing of his giant greatsword. Unfortunate. But the bear's turn, and the bear is going to attack you again, Fodel, because he was
Great.
denied last time. One bite.
well, I am
Claw.
bear.
Oh!
Well, those claws apparently fucking hit. Jesus.
Holy shit!
Can you fuck off? Oh my god.
You
And
took
that's how
23
Fodel
points
died.
of slashing damage.
Oh.
As this very large bear, suddenly you realize that, like, holy shit, this is actually a very, very large bear. Holy shit.
Fucking Christ, Jonah.
Giant bear claws.
What is it with you trying to crit my third level characters all the time?
Oh,
I'm not sure he's
gee.
trying to do it.
But it always happens. You remember the Goblin Caves.
Vaguely.
Oh god.
Well,
Okay, so this giant bear rears up and reams into me with his claws, and oh sweet Christ, that hurts.
You're still standing?
Yes.
Okay. The wolf is going to turn and attack you.
Well, fuck off.
Because it's got pack tactics, and that's the smartest decision for it.
Oh boy.
16 hit.
Fuck off, no.
Okay. That's all it can do. So, good on you. This wolf's going to attack Kosai again. It does not have advantage, so I don't think a 12
I
hits.
think your bear would have one-shot half of this party.
Still, I don't know what your armor class is.
Oh,
I
what
don't think a 12 hits.
does not know?
Okay. And that's going to end the wolf's turns. Dimble,
alright.
it is your turn.
Let's go ahead and twin a chromatic orb onto first the bear and then this dude.
Okay. Hits the bear. It does not hit the guy next to you.
Okay,
Don't you get advantage on the hit?
Hey guys,
No, I
have a
don't.
question.
But wait,
When
hold
you
on.
twin
You
a
definitely-
spell that has consumable
Oh, you would-
materials,
You would get advantage because you used reckless, but do you get disadvantage because you're within 5 feet?
No.
I forget how spells
That's
work in that regard.
a homebrew rule we made up.
That is? Okay. Then yeah, no, you're fine then.
Okay,
You would get advantage, so it was a 15, which does hit. So yeah.
that's on the bear. And this is on the orc. And those are both acid.
Okay. The
Did
bear
that 15 hit the orc?
15 does hit the orc.
Okay.
The acid immediately starts melting away at the bear's fur, and you just hear it roaring in pain, whereas poor old Guz here just dies. He gets melted. It's gruesome as this orb explodes all over him and just melts away at his face, and very, very
Oh,
disgusting
damn.
as he
I
turns
wasn't
into a puddle.
expecting you guys to kill him. Thought we would. Okay.
Romano, it is your turn.
Slightly appalled.
Well, I wasn't
I
then
guess-
expecting to kill Photo.
Going to attack the wolf so I can try to get better. I believe I had advantage on, right?
Yes. So it does hit. And you
A
do
9
just
slashing
enough to
damage.
kill it. The wolf, poor old wolf, unawares, gets stabbed in the back and dies.
As a wolf do.
As a wolf do.
And then, would you move me down one spot next to Fodal?
Here?
Yeah.
Okay. Kosai, it is your turn.
Well, everything seems to be dying, so we're just going to toll the dead on the bear. I think.
Okay.
Is that a good idea? That's probably a good idea.
The bear's gonna make a wisdom save. He's gonna fail. Gonna take 8.
Double damage for a crit fail?
No.
No. Gonna take 8 points of damage.
See, Phil, I'm always
And
advocating for the
Odell.
double crit fail damage, but you were against it
I still am.
because you're a hoe.
Remind me the rules on swapping weapons and like that.
It's a free action to. Well, no, it's not a free action. If you're like sheathing a sword or something like that, I think it's a free action. If you're stowing a shield, I think it's a full action.
Hey,
There's
what if
some
I'm pulling a
limitation there.
shield off of my back?
That is an action.
Is it?
I believe so. I thought we looked this up earlier.
So all of that, like donning, doffing, and grabbing armor and all that stuff is, I mean, there's a lot of rules for it, and I think technically they're all actions, but we have not been ruling them as actions in the
I
past.
thought that the doffing and donning armor is very different from getting weapons out, but
I think
Right,
that's
pretty
a free
sure-
action, is what we said.
pretty sure that getting weapons out. But let's look at the book. If we've been doing it wrong forever,
Page
I'd be surprised.
146.
146.
146.
Apparently, it's going to take me forever to open the handbook.
That's what this thing is telling me. Donning and doffing armor, a shield takes 1 action.
Donning and doffing a shield, you said?
Yeah. It's underneath the donning and doffing armor section, but a shield counts as armor apparently. Takes a minute for light armor, 5 minutes to put on medium armor, 10 minutes to put on heavy armor. 1 action to put on or to take off a shield.
Sorry, say that again.
I threw it in the chat.
Ooh.
Huh.
Okay, so that's an
Yeah.
action.
So that's why I was throwing that in with donning and doffing armor.
I frankly think that's dumb.
I think it's a free action, is what we've always said.
We really
I've-
haven't come up against it much, but
I've always given people like you can get out or put away 2 things and they remain free actions.
Yeah,
But
I don't
apparently I've been doing
much
it wrong.
mind.
So
Which way did we
here's
go?
my recommendation in terms of what I'm thinking of. You guys give your feedback. I drop my greatsword, pull out my single hand weapon and my shield, and I get 1 swing with my single hand weapon.
I don't mind.
Okay. I drop my greatsword. Let me fix my inventory real quick. So I am equipping my shield. And I attack bear with a hand axe.
Beautiful. That will
As a
hit.
bonus action, I'm going to use my second wind.
It does
Somebody's
say
trying
Bear
to
is
kill me
looking-
or something.
it does say in the handbook that you could draw your weapon as a part of the same action you use to attack.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't think we had problems with that at all. Alrighty, Bear's turn. He's gonna just keep going. Fodell. He's still
Why do you
going
think
for
I
you.
pulled out my shield?
Also,
Good
he's
roll.
gonna get disadvantage against Fodell.
Okay. Does that work on one or two or both hits?
The reaction, so I think only one.
Yeah, so
pretty
I'll
sure.
decide which one as soon as the notifications from Sheep's telegrams go away.
What?
All right. Here's a bite. Here's a claw.
So disadvantage on the bite then.
12 to
Yeah,
hit.
none of that hits.
I'm
Alright.
I'm
shield's
fairly
up.
sure the 21 would hit.
Yeah, it would have.
Wolfie's turn. He hasn't really looked around. He hasn't seen his friend come back, but he's still gonna just
You didn't hear the death howl?
you know? He probably did. He probably did. He's gonna run. Gonna disengage from you and just sort of book it.
I wonder if the wolves
I mean,
were
I was still
transformed
feeding
people.
on him. I was
Um,
not done with my meal.
Well, I mean,
Well,
They'll have a
he
turn where you can run after him.
disengaged and he ran. He ran the fuck away. Dimple, it is your turn.
okay. Does that hit the bear?
That is an excellent question. It does.
1 cold damage.
I was about to be like, and you killed it, but nope.
But he can't move. He moves 10 feet slower.
It's a good thing he really uses his 40 feet of movement.
You mean 30?
Amano, it is your turn. The bear has 40
Okay.
feet of movement.
Can you move me around opposite Fidel?
That I can.
Then I'll long sword him.
That'll hit.
Long sword the fuck out of him, apparently.
And with that, the bear collapses, a sword impaling his back. Very dead. Gosai, your meal's running. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna take off after him.
Okay.
Get to there, and then I'm going to. I wanted to get closer.
Come a little bit closer, something.
Roll the dead a little bit closer.
If
What?
you dashed, you would get an opportunity attack if he ran again.
He would
He could
disengage, and he's got more
disengage.
movement.
Oh, I suppose you're right, huh?
I'm gonna Scorching Ray him.
Gonna suspend a spell on this guy?
Wow. Okay.
Well, maybe not. Maybe we'll just toll the dead.
Turns out Phil wants to invent potions because he does not care for the action economy.
For real.
Really doesn't.
He's like, I want to use a first level or a second level spell actually
Yeah, see,
on 4 hit points of wolf.
you
Running
killed the
away.
wolf.
There we
with
go.
That, the wolf dies, collapsing into the street.
But now it's all necrosis-y, so you don't want to eat it anymore.
That is
Are
categorically
you sure?
false.
Maybe that's the spice he likes. I don't know lizard folk.
I'm gonna drag him into the alleyway over here and finish eating.
Okay. Do that.
Can we hear him?
Well, everybody.
You do hear a slight yelp outside, and Kosai does not return.
Well, I
and through
saw what
the
happened
nicely
here,
thin
so...
walls, Fodel, because you're kind of listening for it, you can hear a very uncomfortable sound that sounds an awful lot like bones being broken between teeth.
That's
So you're an
awkward.
expert on what that sounds like.
Well, everyone, I honestly didn't think we were going to murder this fellow over this bastard of a goat. So, here we are.
Well,
Are you all
listen.
right?
Somebody tries to kill you, sometimes that's what you do.
Well, we agreed to fight, not necessarily to duel to the death. I'm afraid we may be in trouble here. And I have
Nonsense.
an engagement in 2 hours.
The sheep
Yeah.
kind of trots up to you. Nonsense. You did absolutely everything perfectly. Meh. Do not worry about these plebeians. Meh.
You really are a bastard of a goat. Was this bear and these wolves also transmogrified people?
Why, certainly. Meh.
So we've murdered 4.
Disconnected. Error. Connected. Channel switched.
Then we'll have to go to the guild hall and write up a contract, Mr. Goat.
I am Fifthir Shinebright. And unfortunately, that scroll is about to end here. And I won't be able to write a contract as a goat. But you have my
There.
solemn word as High Mage and Director of all Transmutation that I will reward you handsomely. Meh.
Now,
Out
is
of
this
character,
is this actually a tavern, or is it just like?
It's a shitty tavern.
So, is there an owner that's gonna come down and be like, "Great, blood in the floorboards. You know how hard that is to get out."
Also,
Sure,
do
yeah,
Amato
there
and
is.
I recognize that name? Name of the mage?
You guys have heard rumors of a mage that kind of lives on the outskirts of town. Shinebright is actually a well-known name, as he was a mage at one point that was very popular amongst cities for clearing off roadways, turning giant obstacles that like washed out roads into fields of bunnies, so that everything was nice and clean once again, so they could be repaired.
Fields of bunnies.
Fields of bunnies, yes.
Great.
He's a master of transmutation, so he was a well-known mage at one point, but for some reason or another, he just sort of disappeared for the last couple of years. Nobody really knew what he was doing. They figured it was wizardy, magic-y shit.
Yes, indeed.
Cool.
Look, I gotta find the.
Does Fidel look super duper fucked up?
Not anymore. Because apparently, Second Wind, closes bear claw wounds.
So our stereotypical innkeeper at this point,
Fuck.
also a half-orc, but far more intelligent looking, comes down the stairs and, "Oi, what the fuck is this? All this blood on my floor. What are you doing? Who's going to clean this up? This is terrible. This is terrible. You know how hard this is? This is my establishment. You need to pay for this."
Actually, I think that Bear's owner should pay for this.
"You will pay for this. You struck first." And he points at Dimple.
How do you know? You were
Sorry, what?
Here?
"You attacked first. You pay for this mess. I saw you."
No, you didn't.
I don't think anyone was here other than our very friendly and non-violent retainers over yonder.
"We will see what the judge has to say about this then. You come into my place, kill a bunch of people, you are the ones left standing, you pay for this."
Kosi
I
wanders in, covered in blood.
God damn it.
"And there's another one. Get out, you're tracking blood all over my floor."
You
Leave.
wouldn't mind if I collect some stuff. I start
Rosie,
cutting off
can you
fingers.
just drag those out? I think we can
Get
be a
out
little
of
more
here!
calm
What
if
are
we
you
get it
doing?
out.
Okay, I'm not at all familiar with this lizard person. I have no relation to him. I don't know him.
The keeper kind of looks towards you, Ichigai. It's like,
All right.
Lord Amano,
How
are
much
you...
gold do I need to give this guy for my murder hobo friends?
Listen, I will pay my part as well.
like, probably like 5 to 10 gold would be enough to satisfy this guy.
Okay.
It's probably not all that uncommon for fights to break out here
Oh,
and for
cool
blood to be on
enough.
the floors.
Kulinov pulls out half of that quantity and palms it up.
Yeah, and I do the other half.
Thank you. Now leave. Get out. Go.
Sure. Give him a half a bow. It's a little more than polite, but it's not that polite. Then I walk out.
So you, sir. Goodbye. I walk out.
Very well said, sir.
Josie, can you at least know prestidigitation or something so you can clean yourself up? Jesus.
Yeah, I do not.
Okay, well, go swim in the river or something. I mean, seriously, you just did you bathe in that wolf?
Well,
You know that was a person, right?
you wouldn't leave a meal
You know
left
that was a
alone.
person, right?
That's just a person.
Ugh.
Uh,
You
Hold on,
guys
out
have
of
weird
character.
friends.
How long have we known Kosi and Ichigai?
I mean, they
So-
seemed all right last weekend when you met them.
I
Oh,
hadn't
fuck.
gotten a chance to
Well, I've
introduce
been
myself.
hanging around the
Oh.
Adventurers Guild for like a
But-
while.
Okay, no, yeah, you guys would have heard about Amano Ichigai. You guys would have hung out with him a couple of times.
And I am not
so
the kind
this
of person
isn't like
to eat a
we've seen
random
him
wolf.
twice. Now he's eating people.
So Kosi actually works for the guild as a sort of insurance policy. So Kosi was given to the guild when he was very young. He used to be an apprentice as a shaman for the lizard folk on the coast, and as a peace treaty, he was given as a ward to the guild, as part of a peace treaty between the guild and the lizard folk. And so he now serves the guild, yeah, as like an insurance policy. So he goes out with green adventurers and tries to make sure that they stay alive.
All right, so you guys know Kosi is kind of like your get out of jail free guy.
Not a get out of jail free guy, but
He's
like
the
the guild is.
He's the one we're gonna have
He
take the fall.
escorts the level ones.
Oh yeah, so every time you've been casting Chromatic Orb, you've been spending 50 gold.
No, chromatic orb does not consume the diamond.
Yes, it does.
It
Anytime.
does not consume the diamond.
Does
it
it
will
say?
consume if it
So,
consumes.
No,
Is
it
there a
doesn't.
difference in
Anytime that
material-
you give a value to a component, it is
False.
consumed by the spell.
No.
I'm pretty
Is there
sure he's
another spell
correct,
you
Phil.
can show us that
I'm
like, says,
fucking
hey,
definitely
you
correct.
consume...
But
I mean, let's just look up spellcasting real quick. It's like probably even that exact spell.
material components.
Like, I'm looking at the alarm spell, first level abjuration. No, that's not actually a
If a
cost
cost
for
is
it.
indicated for a component, the character must have that specific component. Okay, you're
Yep.
right. So it doesn't get consumed, but he has to have a 50 GP diamond.
Correct. My goodness, guys. It's as if I've been.
Phil, you're not always accurate. Don't try this.
Okay, so
real.
yeah,
Fuck
arcane
off.
lock. It does call out which the spell consumes.
It
upon
will
cast.
say that it consumes the object if it does.
Okay.
And I would say it's more than likely because Dimble used a chromatic orb in the last one shot that he has a diamond.
Yeah, fucking
I mean,
convenient, isn't it?
If not,
So,
I would
hold
have
on.
assumed you had 750 gold to buy a 50 gold diamond with. So
Whatever, it's fine. Just
I was under the impression that an arcane focus replaces the material necessities
Only
of spells.
if it doesn't have a gold thing
Oh,
associated
okay.
with it.
It's only for like, oh, you need a random fish's bladder and twine and the skull of a goblin or something.
Okay. Got it.
With all of that, the goat who has now identified himself as Fifth Ear Shinebright.
You saying fifth ear like there's fifth ear?
No, I'm saying Fifth Ear.
What? You didn't even put an N in there in the first. God.
Listen, we all know that I don't speak English very well, and sometimes the words I intend to say don't come out in any way near the right order.
Ugh.
There's nothing new.
Damn it.
The goat sort of turns to the party and is like, "Well, can I entrust your services? I trust I can. You all seem very capable, able to take out those things. Yes?
Well, what are you
yes.
asking?
Why do you want to
Splendid.
hire us?
Yes, I want to hire you.
How much?
What are your going rates?"
Well, what are you asking us to do?
Oh, it's
First
quite
off.
simple, really. I need you to deliver me to my own estate, my own abode on the outskirts of town. I need you to retrieve for me the wand that I created, which was what turned me into the sheep to begin with. Into the goat, excuse me, to begin with. And then I need you to use said wand to turn me back into my rightful self.
Well, I really only work for the guild.
Consider this a part of the guild then. I will
I
work
mean-
out an agreement and a contract with them afterwards. Time is of the essence, though, because no one now knows that I am gone.
And regarding the murder,
Trifling matter, they were my kidnappers. You saved me.
Well,
fair enough.
Three-
To the edge of town. And I pick up the
3,000
goat.
gold seems reasonable.
Unhand me. Hey, just
And I go,
Fuck it off.
shh, and I start scratching behind his ears.
listen,
he
listen.
very much likes it, but very much hates that he likes it.
As we walk along, Kosi absentmindedly pulls out a finger he cut off from the
Really?
ogre and
God damn it.
munches on it. Was it an ogre? No. Who was the
It was
grub
a half
guy?
orc.
Half orc. Yeah. Pull out one of his fingers and just start kind of on it like you might snack on chips.
Amano, you do catch a glance towards your retainers, and poor old I forgot what you named her.
The young lady.
Muratera. The young lady has this horrified expression on her face as she's looking over at Kosai, and just like doubles over and retches on the ground.
I say, Majordomo Mura, perhaps you three should go back to the inn and get things prepared for later today.
The major domo is kind of like holding Mura's shoulders. Very well, sir. I believe we shall. Remember, your sister's engagement is soon.
Yes, I will remember.
Very well.
Uh,
Curtis starts leading her off.
I just want to point out we still haven't agreed to a price yet.
Meh.
Alright, so he agrees to 3,000. That's cool.
Meh.
Well, to keep balance, I'd say he agrees to 2,000, but
Meh.
Come along.
That definitely sounds like 3,000 is fine by me, to me.
That sounds like you're asking for a bonus of something. You didn't tell us what a bonus might be, so. Okay, so we keep walking. Whatever direction it is that we need to go.
Alrighty.
Arbitrarily assume it's this way.
Y'all start making your way out of town. And as you guys are beginning on the first trek of the road, leaving town, and Bright suddenly finds his voice again as he starts to give a long oration telling you about his terrible woes as he was.
sadly
Once
it's all in goat speak.
It's not.
Okay.
He was just ignoring your comments on price. um, as he regales you with his woes of how he took in this poor human mage as an apprentice, and he did his best to train poor old Noak, but he just was too impatient, and eventually took his pride and joy, his wand of polymorphing, that for his own, and turned his master, Shinebright himself, into a goat, and has kept him hostage for 2 years as he's eaten nothing but grass. Noak's become drunk on this newfound power as he uses his achievement to make a name for himself. And Shinebright's just very upset with this whole endeavor. Just, you can tell it's quite the sob story that he tells you all. And as you guys are making your way, he directs you to veer off the path a little ways, just shortly after leaving town, before eventually you guys see this large tree-like structure coming out of the woods. It's got looks like three trunks that are intertwined and woven together up at the top. Actually, bring this over. Ignore the terrible grass, but yeah. Had a really good map for the tower, and that was about it.
Did we ignore the gorillas?
No. So you lot are off in
Also,
the woods.
what is that?
Down below.
Is this
That's
a road?
obviously a tree.
That's more road. Or more path than anything.
It looks like a river of piss.
Dude, you should
He
get
is that color.
yourself checked out. Also, I can't. Oh, no, there it goes.
Yeah,
This?
I had to give you control. Where's Kosai? Where is he? There he is.
Yeah, your pee should not be that color.
I mean,
It's
no.
like a brown man.
Sure. Listen, it's when I'm like really dehydrated. Okay. It's a dehydrated
No,
river of piss.
It doesn't matter. Get yourself checked out, man. Holy shit.
No, no.
That should never be the color of your piss. But before you guys just sort of waltz towards the gorillas.
I was moving my person so I can see.
As you guys are approaching, you can see there are some rather large shapes moving about the base of this tree structure. And as you get a little closer, you can see three very large gorillas, each with a great sword planted into the ground nearby them, seemingly making simple conversation. You're a little too far away to accurately hear what they're saying.
Why
But
do
you
I
can
get
tell
the
there
feeling
is
these gorillas are going to want this goat?
They most certainly will. Noak has hired them as guards. This is all his evil doings. You're going to have to kill them.
Are we?
Yes, I
Well,
see no
why
other way
don't
around
we
it.
try not?
Don't worry, I give you my permission. You can kill them. They are taking over my place, my land. Go for it.
This is a very murderous goat. Remember when I said he was a bastard?
Remember when I said
Yeah,
he was a
I
murderous?
do
I would
recall this.
even forgive you for calling me a bastard repeatedly. Go on. What are you waiting for?
Well, I guess we should murder some goats. Hold on. So everybody, here's the thing about fighting gorillas. Fighting gorillas is a thing, and I spend 10 minutes giving them an inspiring speech about how we're going to fight these gorillas. We're going to do it
Please
with
tell me that
resolve.
that was more inspiring than that start.
It was much more inspiring than that started.
Fighting gorillas is a thing. Well, I'm inspired.
Wow.
A man has to fight a gorilla. He's not happy about it, but damn it, when gorillas need to be murdered, a man rises up and he murders some gorillas. And we're going to work together to murder these gorillas because we're a team. A team, damn it. I love teams. I even have a picture at home of the A-team.
A gorilla killer team.
Huzzah.
The gorilla
anyway,
killers.
Jonah, can we spend 10 minutes with me shoring up everyone's resolve?
Oh, absolutely. And you can tell, Shinebright's got this, nose up in the air expression for the first bit of your speech, but eventually just gets, drawn in and just absolutely goat jaw dropping at how eloquent this speech and everybody just feels really great.
Fidel, just out of curiosity, what's your class? I don't actually know.
I am technically a fighter.
Technically a fighter. Okay. What's your AC?
Currently a 19 because I have my shield.
And what's your bucket, Andrew?
Huh?
What's your AC?
18.
18. Okay. So when you're done with your speech, I'm gonna walk up to you and I'm gonna pat you on the side. Well, that was inspiring. Cast Shield of Faith.
Cool. And you guys all get 5 temporary hit points.
I realized I never healed up from the last fight. Oh well.
Yeah, does anybody need hands laying upon them before we go in?
I mean,
I
how
could use
hard can
5
3
hit
gorillas
points.
be to kill?
I mean, probably pretty.
Okay. Well, I'm down 9, so I have 16.
I'm
Anybody
down
else
10,
need healed?
I'm
You're
down
down
6 to
10,
15.
Well, I've got 7
Fucking
lay on
sorcerers.
hands, and I can
I
cure
know, right?
wounds.
That damn
I'll
D6.
be alright. Like I have a healing word.
I
that
expect.
I'm gonna be standing in front of these
Well,
clowns
here.
as they
I
punch me
expect
or
to be
something.
behind everybody. So
I'm gonna give 7 points to somebody. So who's taking them?
I'll take them. It's fine.
Okay. And then, does anybody want cure woundedness?
Sure.
I'm only missing 3 hit points now.
Give me some of that sweet.
Why isn't it rolling? What the
HP.
fuck?
It's probably because it's trying to do at a certain level in the middle of your screen behind your.
Oh,
character.
right. That's dumb.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Cool
Apparently
stuff.
get 5.
Good enough. You have +2 AC,
Cool.
and I am concentrating, Jonah,
Okay.
in case I get hit.
And let's see. Do I have anything else that would be useful?
Yeah. Concentrating.
I'd like to start
Alright.
the fight off with a scorching ray.
Okay.
Yeah, can
If-
we, how far away are we?
Out there yonder.
Within 40 feet? How far can I throw a javelin?
Get much closer, you're gonna have to roll for stealth.
Well, yeah, I'd like to start from here.
Fine.
Oh, I'd like to cast Scorching Ray.
I'd
Okay.
like to
I will ready up an
pass it.
action to throw a hand axe when somebody's within range.
Yeah, I'm gonna ready up a javelin.
Within range, as in within
Well,
normal throwing range or disadvantage throwing range?
I mean, they're
Well,
already,
they're already within disadvantage.
advantage. I
Right,
don't
that's
wanna
where I
throw
was
my-
specifying.
Well, yeah, because they're gonna rush us, and then you can chuck at them as they come in, right?
Yep, and then I would move in closer.
I want to ready up.
But yeah, if you guys are the big blocky types, Dimple and I are
Wait, I was
pretty
trying
to-
squishy.
Double chromatic orbs.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cast the Scorching Rays then.
All right. So
I'm
you
gonna
cast the
ready a
scorching
javelin
ray.
for when a gorilla's within 30 feet.
Okay.
So, engineering direction. This guy. This guy. This guy.
Go for it.
Um,
I
They all
mean-
hit.
They're not wearing armor, are they?
They are not.
So 7 to the first guy, 7 to the second guy, and 11 to the last guy.
Alrighty. Dimble, who are you aiming at?
Oh, I'm twinning these two
Right. Okay.
in that order.
Okay. Doesn't hit. That one
Except
hits.
it does because I use my wild magic surge, my Tides of Chaos.
Fun times.
So
You
it's
have
at advantage.
Tides of Chaos. So it does hit.
This is where he casts a fireball at level 4 centered on himself.
So that's
TPK.
Oh, you haven't been making him roll his d20s, by the way.
yeah.
Well,
hasn't-
he only does it on a
No,
like a crit, right, or something.
no,
And then
I
he rolls
roll.
his d20 to see if it gets a 1.
Yeah,
Uh,
After every
that's
cast.
right. You You only cast one spell slot though last
Yes.
time, I thought.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
also only one
I
spell
missed it on
slot.
that. Well, roll me a d20 regardless, just so we can see if it. Yeah, you didn't roll that one, so yeah, that's not a thing. All right.
However, next time you can automatically make him do it, and he gets his feature back.
That is true. Everybody, roll initiative at this point.
Hey.
Oh, why don't Kosai and I get nameplates?
Because I
I
didn't put
added
them on.
mine.
Sorry. Also, because there are other creatures at play here, I'm just going to move their tokens off to the side so I can put them on the sheet. That's not representative of where they currently are.
What's going on with Dimble? And with Kosai?
I don't
No,
know.
what's
Well,
going on with them?
He hasn't just ordered the sheet.
Good news, everybody. There are brown bears here too, apparently.
Fun times.
And Ahmed Noki.
There's no K in there.
Ha ha ha.
Alrighty. They are at their locations. All the apes immediately scream, turning around, picking up their
Why
giant
would you
great
say
swords.
Noki when we've been told his name's Noke?
Dimble.
Because
Wait, where's the apes? Oh, the apes aren't on here. Let me throw the apes on here.
Look what you've
I thought these
done.
were the apes.
Yeah, but I didn't put them on the initiative order for whatever
Oh.
reason. Come on. Process. Go. There we go. They're still at the bottom.
they do
All right.
not, in fact, pick up their greatsword.
Oh, they do pick up their great swords, but it's now Dimble's turn.
Okay. What sort of range do I have on this?
They should be pretty fucking hurt, right?
Okay,
At least the two front ones.
I'm gonna
The
hit.
front one is pretty
Because
pretty.
this guy
not
took
so fun.
31 points of damage, right?
I'm gonna hit.
No.
11 from me and 20
No,
from...
this dude took 11 from
En-
you.
Engineering direction. You started here.
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
hit
you're
this dude with Ray of Frost.
Okay. That does not hit. Fortunately. But I would love a roll from the Wild Magic Surge table.
I thought it was only higher level spells, not cantrips.
No, it's
Can I
because
not
I
do it
used.
whenever?
It's because I used my feature.
Right, but I thought it still only triggered on
No,
a
he
spell,
can do
not
it
a
whenever he
cantrip.
wants.
Really?
The rolling
It's-
d20 to see if I roll a 1 to roll on the table is triggers on a spell.
Oh no. He can have anytime you regain before you regain this, I can have you do it after you cast a sorcerer spell of first level or higher.
I
Yeah.
thought so. I thought you could only do wild
Madness.
magic on an actual spell.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
dang it, that would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
You would have been frightened of the nearest creature of you till the end of your next turn. Oh well. Fodel, it is your turn.
Right. Whew. Right. I'm gonna step up and I'm gonna keep the same readied action I had before. Throw a hand axe the first thing within optimal range.
Okay. Kosai, it is your turn.
I think I'm going to Toll the Dead at this guy,
Go for it.
the front guy. Where the fuck did my character sheet go? Wait, do I have...
Cleveland. It had a nice little vacation with its sister.
I had a good time, but I need him back. Wisdom saving throw?
No, sorry, I was just making sure that I've got like the. Okay, yeah, I do have the right thing for this, and wisdom save. Makes it.
Yep.
Wow.
Alrighty. Ahmed's Noak's turn. He's in there, so that is a 1, 2. Okay, he's gonna dash. Ooh, he can just get there. He shows up at this doorway, kind of pokes his head out, dashes forward, and wildly is looking around as people are firing off spells. And you can see that it's a human figure cloaked in a little ragtag. It's his hair's in some dreads that aren't put together very nicely, and just a very unkept figure about him as he's looking around wild-eyed. You see in one hand he's clutching a wand very tightly. That is his turn. Ichigai, it is your turn.
Okay. So, I guess I'm gonna move up next to Fodel. And toss a javelin.
Go for it. That will hit.
Ooh, a hell of a javelin.
That is a hell of a javelin. Beautiful.
And I'm gonna pull my sword out.
Alrighty.
And well, I guess I can't pull out my shield unless I had my shield out and throw a javelin, right?
I'd say you had your shield out and threw a javelin. Did this all Spartan-like. Alrighty. Brown Bear. Lo and behold, while you guys were dilly-dallying and conversating and having a good old time.
Was he studying the blade?
Well, no. To be very realistic,
well, that's what the gorillas were doing.
He was taking a very, very painful and very long shit. And he comes bursting out of the
painful.
You know, he's a bear.
He had been eating a lot of spicy
painful shits.
Yeah, it wasn't.
But does a bear shit in the woods?
This is a very, very large bear.
Bear apparently does not shit in the woods.
Apparently, it can't even fit inside there.
Slams out of this tiny little outhouse, roaring in all of its bear fury.
Great.
I deleted the thing, so of course the initiative thing went away. I always forget that. Put that back on there real quick. Bearhead. Bear get. 7.1. He's gonna charge forward in all of his bear glory.
I'm a bear, I'm a bear, I'm a bear.
Just get up to you guys here.
I think that triggers my thrown hand axe.
It does, so you can throw it at the bear.
Huzzah!
It just hits.
Suck.
No, it just hits.
Really?
It's a very easy target wearing no armor.
Right, he's,
Takes 6 points, and that aggroes him to you, so he's gonna bite and claw you.
Cool.
And he's gonna get disadvantage at that. Bite.
Disadvantage on the bite, and that one on the bite.
Drops his mouth.
Drops his teeth.
There's a
His dentures
loud
come out.
clank as you as the bear pulls away from biting on your arm. You can see there's a tooth lodged into the metal. He's just roaring in pain and anger at this point. And I assume the 15 didn't hit you.
That is
Okay,
correct.
you made the bear angry.
He was
and
already angry.
Wouldn't
He
it have
came
been
out of the
my
outhouse
shield
roaring.
that knocked his mouth?
Oh, yeah, sorry, no,
wonky?
it's gonna, yeah, the tooth is lodged in your shield. That's correct. Alright, so the apes are gonna run up. This ape's gonna just charge forward. He just gets there.
Cool.
The others have to dash. This guy's gonna dash up to her. This guy's gonna dash
Man,
up
fucking Fodel's getting mobbed.
here.
I mean,
So
I
Del, you're gonna
assumed I
take
would be.
one. You're gonna take some ape attacks here, as they swing their great swords towards you.
Can't help you anymore until next round. So
All good, man.
That guy takes 2 attacks, so a 14 and a nat 1. He drops his great sword, snatches the thing back up, but it was very, very unbecoming of a
Very, yeah, it was
prestigious ape
embarrassing.
guard here. It's very embarrassing.
Embarrassed.
He's pretty darn
Prestigious.
injured, so, you know.
Okay.
Dimble, it is your turn. Animals are swarming them.
Indeed.
What do you do?
Indeed. Let's see. Okay, I mean, just hit this dude.
Okay. Go for it. That misses. I will need a roll from the Wild Magic Surge table. Por favor.
This is the part where Dimble turns into a potted plant, and then we're fucked.
You gain resistance to all damage for the next minute.
All right.
Less fucked than previously.
All right.
At
Dimble's
16
the
health
tank now.
points, you're like actually kind of tanky now, aren't you?
15.
Alrighty. Podell, it is your turn.
Oh
You're being
god.
mobbed by animals.
Yeah, I am. Fuck. Question, because I've never actually used it. Is there something called the total defense action? What is that?
I do not know what you're referring to. You can take a dodge action on your turn, which will give anybody attacking you disadvantage. Don't know if that's what you're thinking of.
That might be what I'm thinking of. What I get for playing multiple systems. Oh. I'm gonna swing with my hand axe at the bear, I guess.
Go for it. That'll hit.
I tell him, your mother was a hamster.
Which seems unlikely because he's a gorilla.
No, I hit the bear.
Well, he's a
Even
gorilla
more
on
unlikely,
the
to be
inside.
honest.
Yeah. It's
Alrighty,
you know how there can be
Kosai.
women trapped in men's bodies? Like
Really?
Kosa, it is
gorilla
your
trapped in a
turn.
bear's
I'm going to use my channel divinity to do Radiance of the Dawn. So all the gorillas and the bear need to make Constitution saving throws.
Bears are known for their weak constitutions.
Okie dokie. Fun times. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. So there's the bear.
Behold my power.
Bear makes it. And then engineering direction starting at the lower end here.
All right.
The one in the back who is arguably the most injured makes it.
Okay, so then everybody who makes it takes half damage, and the rest take full damage. So starting here and going around, starting the bottom right, and going around.
They wouldn't all take the same?
They would all take the same.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They all take the 18 then.
Good enough. 18.
So the bear takes 9. Math was unreasonably difficult there for a second.
And if there happened to be any magical darkness within 30 feet of that, it would have been dispelled.
Well, these with 18 damage come into this guy, he dies. And with 9 damage come into this guy, he dies. So well done on clearing that right off the bat there. We're gonna come to Ahmed Noak's turn, who was very much not a fan of any of that nonsense. Okay. Awesome. So he panics and immediately throws forth his wand and casts slow. I'm gonna need you all to make wisdom saving throws. He kind of targets a nice 40-foot cube, which you are all currently
Oh
in.
man.
Right. Wisdom saving throw. Oh God.
So everyone except Kosai is slowed. Fun times. What that basically means is your AC's down by -2.
No, it's just down
And
by
X
2.
saving throws.
If it was
No
down by -2, it'd
reactions.
be up 2.
I mean, we'll take it.
Your AC, take a -2 penalty. There you go. On AC and dexterity saving throws, you can't use reactions. You can only use an action or a bonus action on your turn. You can only make one attack, regardless of your abilities or items.
Oh, I had no
Um,
idea about the spell thing.
Can we
Yeah,
not
and
use
if
bonus
you attempt to
actions
cast
too?
a spell, you gotta make a check to do it.
God damn it.
Do it on that turn versus the next turn.
Mm-hmm. Yep, awesome, fun times. So you're all slowed, and we get to Ichigai's turn.
Expecting to be made a sheep.
Well, I guess all I can do then is attack the dude.
Which dude are you going for?
The bear might be a lady.
It fucking took away all of my extra hurting stuff because it's all fucking bonus actions. I'm attacking the ape.
Alrighty. That will hit the ape. That will kill the ape.
I'll kill you, you bastard.
Somehow, even with your slower speed and reactions, the ape's just really like not looking at you or something, gets very distracted, and with a crash, your longsword cleaves his head off.
The crash. These apes have metal necks.
It is the bear's turn.
Oh,
Seeing how Ichigai attempted to protect the other, he's gonna go for Ichigai here. Bite and a claw towards you. Bites 23, claws an 8. I believe the
Yeah.
bite hits.
Yep.
That's gonna be 8 points of piercing damage.
There goes my inspiration.
Bites
Although
into
I don't
you
think
there.
I get it. Now I think about it.
And we come to Dimble's turn.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot the dude casting the spell with my light crossbow. At advantage. Wait,
Why
can
is
I
it
do
at
that?
advantage?
Can I do that for non-spells?
No.
Yes.
You cannot
Yes, I can.
affect.
You gain advantage on one attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
What is this for?
It's his class thing.
Oh my goodness, you totally can. Dang. All right.
If you were shooting at the bear though, you really didn't need it.
No, I was shooting
He's-
at this
He's
dude.
trying to bring down the concentration.
Oh, okay. Oh, good idea.
So that's 4 piercing
Alrighty,
damage and a
well.
con saving throw.
That'll hit. He'll roll his con save and throw.
It's +8 to con.
He makes it. But it does take 4 points of piercing damage.
Listen, guys, I tried.
All right, Fidel, slowly move around this bear.
Odell, it is your turn.
Okay.
I think you have
I'm
half
gonna-
movement, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could get around him.
5, 10. That's what I got. I'll drop my shield and stow my hand axe in favor of my Udachi.
I think because you're slowed, you
Oh.
can't do that.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jonah? Can I just
I would
do I have to drop
say
everything?
that
What do you want?
I would say because of the slow spell, it will take an action to take away your shield.
Oh god. Drop it?
That's what he said. Normally, so
Normally we're saying that was a free action, but because it's in the rules as an action, I'm gonna say that with the slow spell.
well, no, he's just saying drop it. But I was saying because he's slowed, just dropping his shield and axe would take twice as long and would probably end up being a bonus action at that point. That was my argument on it.
Well, and
Six of
because
one,
you
half
have
a dozen
not
of
either
the
a
other.
bonus
stoning it, he's
action or
dropping
an
it.
action.
Either
Right.
way, at the end of the turn, at the end of the day, if you want to switch weapons, it's going to take your full turn.
Well. Okay.
Is that what you do?
Yep.
Alrighty. Sai, your turn.
I'm gonna move just a little bit.
He's
Up
got to
to
break
here.
that concentration spell.
And cast Toll the Dead. Oh, and he did take damage, so it's a full D12. Nice.
That he did.
Um,
Rolled a 13. That's your.
is it a meter beat?
It's a meter
Yep.
beat.
Meet to
Yeah,
beat
he
it.
takes no damage then.
Meat
Alrighty.
or beat.
Damn it.
That's my spell save DC.
It's a beat the meat.
Alrighty. It is his turn. He does not like how that fight's going, even with you guys slowed. So he is gonna poke it inside.
Bravely ran away.
Which you guys. Side of him then.
Danger reared its ugly head. He bravely
Alright.
turned his tail and fled.
He is about here. And we go back to the token layer. Bada bing, bada boom. I don't know. Why did I do it that way? That was a really dumb way of doing it, Jonah. That's his turn. Ichigai, it is your turn.
Question: is he still concentrating?
He is still concentrating.
He's still within range.
He is still within range.
Okay.
Although
I hit the bear
that's
poorly.
because you do have advantage. That you do. Wonderful, beautiful. Good hit. Bear's turn. He didn't like that. He's gonna attack you. Where's my bear? There's my bear. Biting a claw.
Damn it.
Maybe 7 points of slashing damage from the claw. I assume the bite doesn't hit, but with the -2 AC, I'm not sure.
It doesn't.
Okay. And Dimple. Goodness, I even read it. I tried to read it. It's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna go here. Just kidding, no I'm not. Yes I am. Alright, well now that we've settled that,
Perfect.
I'm going to stab him with a dagger.
The dagger stab. Yes. Good job. All right, Fodal, it is your turn.
It's my turn. You will slash with great vigor. Wait, hold on. Aren't we all supposed to be making wisdom
Oh, you
saving
guys
throws?
should have made wisdom. Yeah, sorry, my bad
Is
there.
that every turn?
At the end
At
of your
the
guys' turn. So
end
yeah,
of each turn. So I'm gonna make my throw for the last turn, Jonah, if that's okay.
Yeah, go for it. Same with you, Ichigai.
I don't know what your DC was.
Let me double check what my DC is.
Wait, do I get
Let's
2
see.
then?
Yes, you would. Written down. Nope, that's not. Fodel, you don't make it. Ichigai, you don't make it. Dimble, you make it at the end of this turn.
Yep.
You're no longer slowed now.
Well, Photo's really salty about spellcasters ruining his day, and he takes it out on the bear. Slowly going to see my roll.
And the rolls in roll 20 are acting like they're slowed. What wonderfulness.
Someday.
That will hit. That'll do damage. Bear does not like you. You are not the
Good.
bear's friend.
Yeah, that's my turn.
That will straight up kill the bear.
Oh, good.
I didn't realize how low it was. Yeah. With that, finally having drawn your Odachi, you bring it down with a thick, sickening slushing sound as it slices into the back of the bear. And we come to Kosai's turn.
Gross.
Kosai, what are you doing?
Yeah, everybody's dead.
We are.
Or gone.
I accidentally deleted Ichigai. Ichigai, could you roll initiative again? Meant to delete the bear. It is still technically combat. I will let you all know.
Okay.
Some of us are still really slow.
I mean, I'm just gonna go up here. That's all.
Okay. We get to Noak's turn. It happens. Does some stuff. Guys hear this. Yeah, you would hear it. So there, as you kind of all looking around, trying to figure out what's what, you hear this very loud creaking noise as something made of wood is twisting and shaping. You don't see anything actually moving around you, which is also terrifying. It seems to be coming from inside the tower somewhere. It's going to be Ichigai's turn. Ichigai, what are you doing?
I'm gonna yell. Just give up. We have you surrounded. And then I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dash up there.
Cool. Fodel and Ichigai, both give me another wisdom saving throw at the end of your turns. Yeah, you make it. You're no longer slowed.
I haven't taken a turn yet, so.
No, when you kill the bear.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You also make. You guys shrug off the slow's effects.
Huzzah.
Bimble, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move here. I'm going to ready up casting chromatic orb at what's his face? Noke. And assume as I see him and he is within range and not entirely obstructed.
Well, Nikki, do you know how readying spells works?
I mean, it means that it happens then.
So
When
when you ready up a spell, if you don't cast the spell in the next turn, the spell slot is expended.
That's stupid.
That's how readying spell works. So
Alright.
I don't. Yeah, just because I don't
Well, I'm
know
gonna
if
ready
you.
up my crossbow then to do the same thing.
You're gonna
there you go.
shoot at what's the triggering action here?
No, as soon as I see him, he is within range, and I have a clear shot. That means he's not behind cover or behind one of my allies.
Yeah, sounds good. Got to roll that in private, so I will do that real quick. Cool beans. Alrighty. Fodel, it's your turn.
I chug along and take a step right inside.
Okay, as soon as you enter inside, you see this nice little garden area with some trees, some plants. It's like this little interior greenhouse sort of area. You can see a variety of different herbs and things that look like they're components for magical spells and that sort of thing.
Okay.
Just once, I want to find components for non-magical spells.
Just
I was going to use the remainder of my action to move more.
okay.
I moved to here. It's like a little bridge or something, or stairs.
It's a catwalk. Think of it as a catwalk.
On the
It's enclosed.
catwalk.
Photos on the catwalk, guys.
How
And I'm
high is
assuming
up is it?
is this a closed door?
No, it's opened. Both areas are open, so you can actually see into this area, which you can immediately recognize as sort of a library slash office environment.
Okay, well, I'm
Not
gonna stop there.
Okay. Kosai, it is your turn.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna follow him. Get to here.
Alrighty. Anything else you do?
Nope.
Alrighty. At the end of your turn, certain people come back from the invisible initiative order. It comes back, and I can bring out this wonderful thing as with a terrific crash and snapping and breaking of wood, a creature made almost entirely out of a bed frame, cushions, and like a drapery flowing behind him. You guys are now facing the bed dragon wordling.
What?
That has gotta have like,
Mad fire susceptibility.
yeah, fire susceptibility.
Um,
It's going to nonsensically breathe fire, I almost guarantee.
as it crashes through with no riding on the backside of this giant dragon, or this giant wormling, sorry, a good 30 feet or so up in the air. Nikki, I would definitely give it half cover for being on top of the dragon and being above you. So technically, your ready to action would not go off. But it's gonna come swooping over the top of you guys here. I'm gonna need you guys to make some dexterity saving throws as it breathes wooden splinters towards you. Ichigai and Dimble. Ooh, this should not be.
Well,
Yeah.
The good thing is I have resistance.
You do
to
have
wooden
resistance.
splinter damage.
I would think that like my armor would matter more than my dexterity, but it is what it is, I guess.
It is what it is. You both take 18 points of piercing damage. Nikki, you take 9.
Well, I'm dead.
7d6.
Yes, it did not recharge though.
Fuck, dude.
You guys hear inside the building a horrific crashing and thrashing, followed by what sounds like a hailstorm, and Ichigai crying out in pain.
Well, Photo sees it, right?
I see it.
No,
On the
he's
catwalk.
Are the walkways open?
No, they're covered.
Oh, okay.
And we get to frickin' Oak's turn. He's going to attempt to Ray of Frost Dimble.
I feel as though if he has half cover from me, I have half cover from him. Because
That's not how cover
he's
works.
casting down through a dragon.
He can easily look over the edge, point his wand, and then
Listen,
come back.
half cover would give you a +2 AC. Does it even matter?
Yes.
That is a 9 to hit. Or sorry, 24 to hit, 9 damage.
No, 4 damage.
Down to 4, but your movement is lowered by 10 feet.
Honey.
And it's gonna be Ichigai. Death saving throw, por favor.
Sorry, Cammy came in and talk to me. What was that?
Death saving throw from you, sir.
Yeah. Was that how we're doing this? Not doing.
Oh shit! I forgot this was the guild setting. I would say so because I did not build this to be like deadly death. I would say death saving throw.
All right.
1 failure. Dimble, it is your turn.
Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going
Oh,
to.
wait. Sorry. Because I forgot how your your death works, Andrew. You're just at 0. You're not like straight out dead, right?
Yep.
That's
Isn't
right.
he
That's
just
right.
like
Okay,
compelled
I
so
to
mean,
run
yeah,
away or
the way
something?
I do it, I would be at 0 hit points, and I would very much need to heal or be dead. Like the
right.
next time you take damage when
'Cause
you're at
it's
0, you're dead.
okay. Yeah. So sorry. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll be playing by those rules. I forgot that 0 didn't mean outright dead, and I did not balance my counter for that. But if you're at 0 but you're still up, that's yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll
so
do that then.
I'll just go hide behind this building and cure my wounds, hopefully.
Is it your turn?
Well,
On his
well-
turn, because I misunderstood how
Yeah.
death things and work. I made him.
Oh,
not have a turn.
that would have been your turn. Gotcha.
That would have been his turn. Yeah.
yeah, I'm going to disengage.
Why can I only fucking do 5 on that?
I know you gave out 7 points of healing earlier. I don't know if you did. Oh, you
Oh,
did cure
wait,
wounds.
hold on.
Okay.
I'm stupid.
He's not within melee range. You can. He's still flying up above you.
Oh, okay, cool. Also, I'm stupid because I had those 5 temporary hit points.
Oh, lol.
So I actually have 5 more HP still than I thought I did.
Your
But still.
your bedroom dragon like still 30 foot in the air or something?
It's about 15 feet up at the
I'm gonna
moment.
move here. And then I'm going to twin ice knife. Once onto the
Ooh.
rider and once onto the dragon.
Oh, that is devious.
Go for it. And since those stairs do go
Rider.
up a ways, yeah,
Dragon.
it'll hit. Misses the dragon, hits the rider.
How
Okay.
though?
Because the wormling has a natural armor of 16. Because it's the bed dragon wormling. 7 points of damage to the rider.
To the rider, yeah. And then a dex saving throw. Which I feel as though since he's directly on top of him, he should just fail, but
Make him roll it. He doesn't succeed.
8 cold damage to the dragon.
The bed dragon wormling. Beautiful. Well done. I would need a roll from the Wild Magic Surge table from you, please. 81. Well,
I take an
you can take
additional
one
action.
additional action immediately.
Alright, so I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb at the Emmet. Ha, but I've regained. No, it doesn't matter. It's cool.
So you fire it off and it just goes wild.
I was caught off guard by
I
being
do
like,
need a d20 roll from you. Okay. You don't roll on the table again. Would have been funny though. Fodell, it is your turn. You hear crashing, thrashing, and screaming from behind you the way you came.
Well, I keep going this way.
Okay.
And
You
I
see
hear
a
the
sitting
crashing
room.
from over here, actually.
Huh?
Like, because I'm in this space and it's open. Do I hear something from this
by
room?
the way, the rider also took those 8 cold damage, right?
Yes.
Just so
He
you're aware.
did. I might have to do something with the writer in a second. Hold on. Fodell, you, when you were standing here, you
Yes.
heard a large crashing from inside the chamber, which you can kind of figure out was, this general direction. But also while you were standing here, you now heard screaming from back this way. Currently, running into the building, you hear nothing. Like there's
That's the
not
rest of my 30 feet.
a lot of special sounds coming.
And then I go over here. I'm assuming
Okay.
I see not a bed or
You do
anything
not
else.
see a bed, but you do
There's
see
a giant hole in the wall.
There's a giant hole in the wall.
Okay. Rest of my movement to go look through the giant hole in the wall and survey the scene. I can't do any bonuses because I dashed. And I see things, and it's great.
Cool. Sorry, give me 1 second here. I gotta figure. I might have to do something. Oh, he's got to roll some concentration checks. Times. Uh, he took in that one attack
2 hits.
8 plus,
7.
but it
is
was 1
15.
attack. 15. So, yeah, DC 10.
No.
It's two different. It was 2 different hits.
But it comes from 1 attack. That
It was
doesn't.
still 2 damage sources.
One's piercing and one's cold damage.
Are you sure?
Roll a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration for every time you take damage.
Because the thing
I don't
hits
think
him,
that's right.
and that's damage, and then it explodes into cold shards.
All right, apparently.
Oh, hey, also,
Okay, so then
Nikki,
that's sorry. Just
hit or
real
miss,
quick
your
so that
shards
we're-
explode
Uh,
on Ice Knife.
that's
So
true.
you would have had a
So I
second
roll-
explosion.
That's true, so I roll another 2d6.
Throw up the ice spice spell again.
1 moment.
Well, they would make the save again.
Right. Hold on.
Okay, so hold on. 2 DC 10 saving throws then from Ahmed Note for the first ice knife. The ice knife. Oh, fails the saving throw just right off the bat there. Fun times. So the
Those
dragon.
are DC 13, by the way.
I am
Well,
aware.
the dexterity save now
Yeah.
is
Oh,
DC
yeah.
13.
You meant, yeah,
Well,
okay.
Okay, so we're having to do an awful lot of retconning here because I forgot to roll some con saving throws. So I'm going to rule that second ice knife does nothing because as the first one exploded, the spell failed and he plummeted to the ground 15 feet away. Which would have put him far out of the range of the ice knife. He would have taken falling damage and the dragon isn't there anymore. It is instead a bed.
Does he fall into the bed?
Did he fall 30
Nikki,
feet?
would you roll me 2d6? Takes 10 points of falling damage. And he is now really freaking prone on the ground. Nope, he lands on his feet. All right. And that was all before Fodel's turn. So Fodel, you round the corner, you just see Ahmed Note like laying amongst the ruins of a giant bed. And Kosai, it is your turn.
I was really hoping to get close enough to bite him, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. I'm going to run out. I'm going to toss a quick Cure Wounds to... what's his bucket?
This morning.
Or Healing Word.
So have fun with that.
So 7 more hit points to Ishigai.
Ichigai, you get 7 more hit points.
And then I'm going to Toll the Dead on Noke.
Okay, go for it. Oops, sorry, I rolled the wrong one. He gets a bonus to wisdom saving throws. Which he makes. And he would have made even if I used the original roll, because he gets a +4. Unfortunately, the Toll the Dead doesn't seem to have much effect on the old knock here. It brings to his turn. You can see him. He's quite terrified at this point. He's jabbing his wand out to you guys, and it's like looking back and forth and amongst the ruins of his now poor dragon dead. You won't take me alive. All of you will die. All of you will perish. And with a quick spin, he going to cast. Doesn't have a lot of damaging spells here. He's gonna cast freaking around him. You know what? He's gonna try to make another dragon wormling and cast it on the outhouse. It's gonna be an outhouse dragon wormling. Sure, I know how Dispel works because it's coming from his wand.
Is it going to spew shards of shit?
It might. It might just spew lots of shards of shit.
That's terrifying.
You know? Don't know if there's worse things that could happen. Gotta make an Arcana check to cast this. Oh shit! No, that backfires terribly. You can see him. He points towards the outhouse. The wand that's in his hand glows a bright green color. But you can now see, since it's got some backlighting to it, there's large jagged cracks in the wands, and it looks like it's been heavily damaged. Because with a bright flash and a loud pop, the spell backfires into poor old Ahmed Note. And he turns into a gibbering mess of flesh and tentacles.
I totally thought you said you were gonna say he turns into a dragon wormling.
Unfortunately, no. He turns into a mess of flesh and tentacles, which you guys would not know. But it's got like it's this large fucking mouth. These tentacles writhing in and out. It just gives us this large creaking noise.
This was.
Did he gain hit points from that?
It is a different creature now.
Yeah, fucking figures.
Dad, I keep hearing light
And
on.
it is Ichigai, your turn.
Right. Well, I'm gonna round the corner and cast Divine Smite. Not undead, is it?
Nope.
Okay. I'm gonna drop my shield, two-handed longsword strike. And I'm gonna use Divine Smite.
Well, that will definitely hit. This that will hit, but I need you. Sorry, before you could do any of that nonsense, make a Wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom.
You make it, just barely, and then I need you to make a Strength saving throw as you got really close to him. And all the area around him you can feel suddenly turns to like mush, and it's very difficult to wade through. You make the saving throw, so the area is just difficult terrain in a 10-foot radius around. Wonderful person.
Gotcha.
We will illuminate for you all. Yeah, so that hit. You did a grand total of 18 points of damage. Beautiful. Against the creature here. Alrighty. Alright. Thimble, it is your turn.
I guess that hits.
Dimble, I need a Wisdom saving throw from you.
Okay, but can I still cast?
I don't know. I need a Wisdom saving throw from you
Okay,
first.
so that was the question. Do I have to do the saving throw first?
You most certainly do.
Okay.
Hey, you can make it. So you cast the spell. It goes off without a hitch. Oofda.
That's going to be a really
That is-
sucky.
Ridiculous amounts of damage on those spells, man. Doing really well with those.
So that's 29. I don't know, lightning damage?
Okay. 29 points of lightning damage as you throw this miniature lightning ball at this massive tentacles and flesh. Gives off this screech. It doesn't seem to actually like take more damage than normal. Doesn't seem vulnerable to it. Odell, it is your turn. As a note, you are probably like 20 feet up at the moment.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. Well, first, I think I need to make a wisdom save because I'm staring at it.
No, you're far enough away.
No.
It's a distance
Okay, so
thing.
question.
Mhm.
What I'd like to do, instead of wasting my turn running all the way back around, have a strength score to get to here. I make an athletics check to get to here if I take a running jump.
You want to take a running jump, to jump off a 20-foot ledge.
And murder that. Okay, fine. I'll just drop to here and then run up. Fine.
Well, I'll still need an acrobatics check to
yeah,
drop
you're gonna
down
beat something,
regardless.
fine.
I would say you'd be able to do a running jump to 15. If you backed up and did a running jump, you'll get there. But I will need a pretty nice acrobatics roll to not just fall flat on your ass and take damage.
Just jumping on to acrobatics because
Still need an acrobatics roll.
cool. I'm prone.
Okay. You take 11 points of falling damage.
Cute.
You are flat on your ass.
Cool. Well, I burn half my movement standing up.
Okay.
5, 10. Now do I need a save?
I do need a wisdom saving throw, and then the aura there, I need a strength saving throw.
Cool. Wisdom first.
You succeed on the wisdom saving throw. You succeed on strength, so that is difficult terrain in the yellow aura.
There,
It'll
we
cost
can't
twice
see
movement.
yellow aura.
We can't
What?
see that.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense. See? Now you should be able to.
Okay, so
How much movement do you have left after
I
moving
had 5. I would have had 10 feet left, but I think I just used that. That's now difficult terrain.
Yes, you did just use it.
Fine, I throw my hand axe. I don't like people.
Go for it. That'll hit.
That's my turn.
There we go. Alrighty. Wonderful. Wunderbar. Kosai, it is your turn.
Uh,
A gibbering mess of... Oh, and I need a wisdom saving throw from you.
yeah.
Yeah, succeed.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm at a loss. I'm gonna come over here and I guess I'm just gonna toll the dead.
Go for it.
Oh man. Whole 3 damage.
Well, it takes the 3 damage. Wonderful. We come to its turn. Because technically, Nook should still be up and at him. What is it gonna do? Well, all right, it's gonna bite and use its blinding spittle. Ichigai and Kosai, you guys see it lob this gelatinous glop the size of a basketball. It hits the ground here and explodes in a brilliant flash of light. I'm gonna need you both to make dexterity saving throws.
This isn't an attack against me.
It is a
It's a AoE.
think of a
so-
flash bomb.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like I can't impose disadvantage because there's nothing.
No, it's a
There's no disadvantage to
save.
impose.
So you, Kosai, are blinded until the end of the gibbering mouther's next turn. You cannot see. And then it's going to bite at Ichigai here. A 13 to hit. Don't believe that hits.
No, that doesn't hit.
Alrighty. That ends that turn. And Ichigai, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm out of divine smites, but I'm gonna take a whack at. Oh, I think so. No one's close enough for me to have advantage, huh?
Nope. Oh, I do need a wisdom saving throw from you, though.
Why wouldn't you?
You just barely succeed. Yep. Or no, you succeed by a good amount. You're good. That'll hit. Beautiful. It is like you would think it's looking pretty hurt. It's all of its
I would
gelatinous
think it's-
flesh
but
is
it
like
isn't.
peeling and rolling over itself. It's not maintaining a form if there was a form to begin with. It's this disgusting mass of flesh and mouths. But if you were to guess, it looks like it looks hurt. There we go.
It looks like it. Well, good.
Symbol, it is your turn.
Do you want a wisdom saving throw?
I would love a wisdom saving throw. You succeed on the wisdom saving throw.
Okay, I'm gonna move back a little bit. And then going to Ray of Frosted.
It misses. Sorry, I'm thinking of the wrong AC. That hits.
Okay, cool.
2 points of damage. I was trying to hint at it that it was bloodied, but it's apparently not bloodied for Dimble.
Well, not if I
Oh, no.
roll it too.
It is
Cool.
your turn. I need a wisdom saving throw from you.
Fuck me.
You fail. I need you to roll a d8. You cannot take reactions until the start of your next turn. And you do nothing on this turn. Okay. Kosai. It is your turn.
I'm blind.
You're blind. And you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is this every turn?
Yes. Is a aura of incoherent babbles that attack your mind and make you make it difficult for you to do anything. You do make the save.
Huh. I'm gonna just back away.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do while you are blind?
I am blind, so no.
Okay. Gonna be the gibbering mouther's turn. It's gonna roll a d6 here. Not get back its blinding spittle, but it will bite at Ichigai here. With a 4. Yeah.
Oh no, it hit. No,
Well,
it
it's-
didn't.
F.
Ichigai, it is your turn.
Why didn't Fodel move closer?
Because he could-
Because I fucking lost my turn because I failed my throw.
Oh.
Oh, I do need a
Oh.
wisdom saving throw from you, Ichigai.
I think before you said I just barely saved that.
I misspoke
With my
because I was
10.
looking at the wrong thing. At a 10, you do just barely save. So your 19 does hit. And with that, the gibbering mouther collapses into an even grosser puddle of flesh and mouths. But it stopped moving, and the overall sensation of sound that you were hearing that is confusing you all dies down. The ground returns to its little solidified form.
I look around for the wand.
Well, that was gross.
give me a
Disgusting.
quick investigation check, because you now have to start peeling through a bunch of gross shit.
Sir, there's probably one of the biggest understatements I've ever heard from your mouth.
As you're like lifting up these basically strips of
Look forward.
gross and necrotic flesh, it's quite revolting, but you
Wanna
do
breathe?
find the wand beneath these layers of tentacles and mouths.
Yeah, pick up the wand.
Yeah, you now hold a wand. You can see that it's twisted and gnarled, and it's got these like very large, jagged scratch marks in it. But then there's also it's cluttered with various runes and magical symbols, some which are like overlapping one another.
I would see that it's damaged.
It is damaged.
Right. Well, this doesn't bode well. Let's see what our nefarious goat mage thinks of his damaged wand. Hey, what's up? You have a damaged wand. How to fix this? As a goat?
Meh. 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 Meh.
Cool,
Starts jumping up and down and just generally panicking as he's trying to speak.
Well,
Is there something inside your home that maybe you can point us to that will help us understand you? Maybe another scroll?
Meh. 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 He starts taking off inside.
Great. No, come along. At least it'll be away from the pile of flesh.
Kosai, your vision does also return. Although any appetizing meals in this general area have just like turned into the even revolting flesh for you. Like this is obviously some sort of aberration.
Okay.
Not part of the natural order of things.
There's a goat.
Well, Goat, sorry you have to do this, but I am late for my sister's engagement. The rest of you, please let me know how it all turns out. Hopefully this Goat can indeed pay us. Bye-bye.
Thank you for your
Bye-bye.
time, good sir. Anyway,
Yeah, Andrew.
goat.
Bye, guys.
Hey, Andrew.
In here you can see a large library and workspace area where like lots of spells and stuff are created. One shelf in particular has a variety of scrolls on it. With a little bit of investigation, you can find one that resembles the Speak with Animals spell that you guys found earlier.
I show it to the goat just to confirm, and I say, is this the same as the spell before that we used to talk to you?
yeah, let's show it to the goat, not to the magic person that can talk.
Oh, that's right.
Meh.
Does this look like it's right, Dimble?
Is it a speak with animals spell scroll?
It is adapted somewhat to affect more people, but yes.
Yes, this is what we want.
Cool. Assuming you.
I mean,
don't
it
think I can
doesn't.
cast that.
It doesn't matter who reads it.
Okay, I'll read it. I read it.
It actually does. Can you cast spells, Fidel?
No.
Then nothing happens.
Aha,
Cool.
joke's on you.
You got me this time.
You look at it, and there's the words on the scroll actually seem to be floating back and forth, like a bowl of chicken noodle soup. They're just, or alphabet soup, I guess. It's really makes no sense.
I sigh, and then I hand it to Dimble.
Alright. I'll read it.
Upon reading the scroll, the spell completes, and the panicked bleats of the goat translate into language for you all as he's. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you understand me now?
Stop.
Hello?
Stop.
Yes. Hello. Yes. Splendid. Wonderful. Yes. If you could use the wand to revert me back into my true form, I was, in fact, a elf, a high elf. I would appreciate it greatly if you could do that.
Wand looks damaged, bud.
He did some manner of nonsense to it. You seem to be a competent spellcaster, though. I fully trust that you are able to do it.
He seems to be a competent spellcaster.
It's hard to gesture when you're a goat. I was trying to gesture to you.
Well, I mean, you could just look at the person you're talking about.
Is there a scroll of mending or something nearby that we can use to
There
repair
isn't,
this?
but guess who can mend shit?
I don't think mending will help you much in this regard. You're more than welcome to give it a try, but I crafted that wand myself, and to see it in that sort of a state...
I'm going to mend the wand.
As you cast the spell Mending on a wand capable of casting a 9th level spell, there is a brilliant flash of light, and as the wand itself, as the wood of the wand seems to sew together, none of the runes transfer over, and you can instead see this bright green aura sort of shine from where the cracks in the wood were.
The description was a little okay.
I mean,
Basically, the wand is physically okay,
right.
but you can very clearly tell the magic stored within is very much broken.
I mean, but
Cool.
I don't assume that the magic got any more broken because I cast mending on this thing.
Didn't get more broken.
Like, that would be silly.
Well, I have no chance of casting this successfully.
I mean, is this the only thing we can do? Because, like, listen, I don't want to
Didn't
end up like the guy
how
out
did
there.
the other guy become a massive tentacles?
Oh, it
Yeah.
shouldn't happen. No. No. You'll be fine.
I mean, you say that, but
But your apprentice just turned himself by accident into a massive tentacles.
yeah.
Please.
And he seems to be experienced enough to turn you into a goat.
He caught me unawares. And obviously,
that's
he
what they
broke
all
the
say.
wand. He wasn't capable at all. I evidently chose poorly when I chose him.
Well, clearly, as evidenced by the fact he turned you into a goat.
Clearly. Meh.
Well, it's your choice, Dimble.
I mean,
Now, keep in mind, I am paying you handsomely for this.
yes,
Rewards
3,000
beyond
gold, right?
measure. I do not have gold. I have artifacts, items which you can sell for amazing amounts of gold.
This is where Jonah totally fucks up Andrew's guild campaign balance by
For
giving
real.
us like crazy good stuff.
Whatever, Andrew would be happy to kill us all and it'll be fine.
Dimbo, I could
Bodell,
provide guidance.
Bodell,
Hey.
you have experience around nobility and rich people in general. Give me a perception check.
Perception?
Yeah, perception
Right.
check. Oof. Never mind.
I'm going to make an insight check against him
Okay, what are you
because
checking?
Kosi is very good at telling people's intentions.
What are you trying to find out? Some
yeah,
angle
like,
on how to answer your question.
right. So I'm trying to figure out what if the wizard thinks he's giving us a good deal or not. Like if the wizard actually thinks he's going to pay us handsomely.
Okay.
Right. Sometimes.
We are
Really-
rolling amazing
you
dice.
look at the sheep really closely. You realize you've only ever looked at sheep to figure out
It's a
like,
goat, isn't it?
if it's healthy to at a goat to figure out if it's like healthy enough to eat. It's really hard to read his intention.
Alright, here's what I recommend. We lock him in a cage. We try to fix him. If it works, we can then make sure we get the payment we're owed. And if it doesn't work, then, well, he gets to stay locked in a cage as punishment.
I
do
do
you
not
have a
like being
cage?
locked in a cage.
Sure, and
Nor
I
will I be able
don't.
to give you items if I am locked in a cage, because they are magically hidden, and
Yes.
they have various spells and runes keeping them contained.
Yes, and I won't be able to profit from the items you claim you're going to give us if I'm turned into a giant monster.
I suppose that is a risk to being an adventurer, yes.
Oh, fuck it. Dimble, let's just not do the cage thing. Either cast it or don't.
Which is beyond compare, Dimple. Beyond compare.
Alright. Well, this doesn't work out, I'm gonna murder you first.
I would. Of course. It's gonna work out though, right?
Get a D4.
Um.
It occurs to me that neither you nor I are really arcane spellcasters.
Aren't you a wizard?
Who? Dimble?
Yeah.
No, Dimble's a
Sorcerer.
sorcerer.
Dimble's a sorcerer.
That's why he's been doing wild magic.
That makes a lot of sense.
Sort of a dead giveaway.
Well.
And Kosi is a cleric.
Yep. That does not pass the DC on this.
Cool, so I'm gonna murder that goat.
Damn it, Jonah.
So Nikki, turn into a gibbering mouther. Surprise! Let me just
Cool, you want to give me a sheet for that?
Yep, I'm giving it to you. There's
God.
that. There's that. There's that. Here's your wonderful mess of flesh.
I don't have control of it.
I'm giving it to you now. There
So
you
when
go.
he gets turned into a gibbering mouther,
And I need everybody to roll initiative again.
Okay, so I guess that answers my question that he doesn't have his intelligence anymore.
He is, this is true polymorph. So he turns in all respects to this creature.
Where's the bloody initiative roll?
Top right.
I don't want to grab the goat and run. Find a castle mage somewhere. Oh my god.
Fun times. Fun times in D&D, y'all. Kosai, could I get an initiative roll from you?
I did. I'm 21.15.
Oh, sorry. Do we have everybody? We do have everybody. All right, so Kosai, it is your turn first. There is a 10-foot aura there, and you need to make a wisdom saving throw. As the air fills with this incoherent babbling of whispers and screams and shouts, as poor old Dimble Shipper turns into this mess of flesh and mouths. What do you do? You pass the saving throw.
So, so polymorph, when you kill a creature, it goes back to its original form. At the hit points that it had at its original form. But Nock did not. That didn't happen to him.
That is correct.
So in order to get Dimble back, we need to somehow get this clown not be freaking goat, and then make him fix that.
Oh, hey! You know it's always really good to read your items.
Yeah.
You definitely failed. It didn't turn you into a gibbering mouther because you didn't fail by enough.
Well,
Cool.
listen, I was all ready for murdering the sheep. Goat.
Okay, well, you might still get the chance.
I hope I do.
But
And
did
I
he-
will assume
hold on,
initiative
you
still
said if you
stays in
turned
place.
into a monster, you'd murder him.
You do. The wand does explode in your face.
Literally explode?
Yeah, literally shatter with magical force. Oh, you take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
And I will assume the same initiative still applies as you are after Kosai. I did not realize you had to fail the DC by 5 or less.
It puts my initiative. No, it doesn't matter because you had a 21. It doesn't make enough of a difference.
Okay. The wand explodes, shattering into a billion pieces.
Well,
You can see
fuck.
an absolutely dejected sheep in front of you.
Goat.
Goat. Stop looking at the icon when I say words.
So, is there another mage anywhere?
No, there's no other mage.
Well,
There's-
listen.
Really, there's no other mage that knows enough about magic to undo what you've done.
This was my pride and joy. This was a true polymorph spell. You can't just undo that.
This is what you
Really can't.
get for being like, oh, hey, I'm sure it'll just work out. No, just do it. It's fine. There's no problem. You really brought this upon yourself.
Guys, you want to try taking him to one of the main temples, like the main sanctuary city up there, the Pantheon, and see if they can fix something? I'm out of ideas here.
I just want to say that all of this is just raising the cost.
Raising the cost. You aren't getting paid for anything. You broke my wand. You don't turn me back to a...
Oh,
What am I going
Oh,
to
I'm sorry.
do?
Did you want us to try and help you still?
listen, if we're not getting paid, we might as well just
I
go
bite the goat.
home.
The goat dies. Because it's a goat. Doesn't have a lot of hit points. But as you two nonchalantly talk about murder, Kosai reaches down and with a loud clap, his jaws clamp shut around the goat's neck, killing it instantly.
Alright, what the fuck? What?
Now
Okay.
we really can't get paid.
Yeah,
Kosai.
now there's
Come on.
nothing in it for us.
Well, sure. But there wasn't anyways.
I mean,
How do you know?
probably, but we can't be sure. I'm gonna start going through here to look for any scrolls and stuff.
Take all the scrolls.
Yeah.
Any you can't use, you can sell.
I'm just pillaging for anything of value.
At this point, we're literally pillaging.
As
his
you guys
house.
look through this wonderful...
What a noble guild we
establishment.
work for.
There is one more scroll of Speak with Animals, which looks dusty and unused. And there is nothing. There is shit here.
You said there was a whole shelf full of scrolls.
Yeah, for real.
The scrolls are empty or partially started. You can see that there is just a mess
Convenient.
of organizations. Oh, this was the perception check I had him roll for earlier that he failed on. There's nothing of value in this place. Nothing to support the claims that he could pay you handsomely.
Alright,
Ugh.
I
well,
think it was a goat, and nothing more.
I mean,
Shut up, Kosai.
And I leave.
he was right about it being a powerful magical wand.
I stopped to cut some fingers off the gorillas.
Well, you guys want to go drink? Probably in a different pub.
Yeah, by the time we walk back, I'll need something.
I have gorilla fingers.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. I'll need a drink.
I really don't want any
Alcohol.
Those are actually people.
And with that, the goat's tail comes to a close. Congrats, guys. You killed a person, many persons.
So, some interesting things about lizard folk. They don't care about stuff. Like, promises mean nothing to them. Basically.
Gathered that.
There's only like tangible, like they really only care about tangible things. So
Here and now.
and another interesting thing about them is that they are actually incapable of feeling emotion. They have no ability to relay the concept of emotion, and it didn't really ever come up, and I'm not sure if I would have been able to do it very well, but they don't ever speak of themselves as feeling something. So they wouldn't ever say like I feel cold. It would be like, you know,
It is cold.
this is cold. Yeah. But you can't be afraid of something. The thing exudes fear.
Okay.
Man, I was honestly looking forward to murdering the goat out of vengeance.
So-
as a gibbering blah.
Yes.
A true polymorph, just so we're on the same page.
It would normally, yes.
Okay.
Which is what happened with the Bed Dragon Wormling. It was a casting of the True Polymorph spell. In the case of the animals that were people, the True Polymorph that was just concentrated on for a long period of time, so they ended up becoming that. And in the case of the Gibbering Mouther, that was the magic itself backfiring tremendously, and turning him permanently into a Gibbering Mouther. But
Interesting.
I misread it because I thought that was really extreme. You had to fail the DC by 5 or more, and you just missed it by 2. So you were all good to go.
So
A
if I
15 missed it by 2.
Yes, it was a DC 17.
Damn.
Well, this was an interesting experience, but kind of would have been nice to get something out of it other than snackables for our lizard friend here.
Oh, that's another adventure, so we're closer to leveling up.
Yeah.
You are closer to leveling up. It was another fun little time.
It's a good thing that Andrew's character wasn't there for the last bit, because he was already appalled at us murdering the people in the tavern.
Yeah, what a time to leave.
And then he leaves, and we just murder the goat.
So that guy was definitely a wizard. He did own that establishment. His apprentice did betray him and became very paranoid because of it, hiring various guards and turning them into animals.
Sure, but if he's just gonna be like, hey, turn me back into an elf. No, I'm not gonna help you understand how. No, I don't know how to fix this. No, just sort of do it. You'll be fine.
Oh yeah, no, this
Like-
this wizard's a total asshole. I mean, he drove his apprentice to betraying him. It was all like, he was an asshole to him. He was an asshole to everybody else.
I
Very full
also
of
feel like
himself.
he would not have paid us. But
Yeah.
that's
He
just Phil
would
talking.
not